welcome to Cubs Stadium right here live in Brenham, Texas. Kind of caught us off guard here a little bit. We only have a couple minutes left to go to kickoff, and they're getting ready to play the national anthem as the teams come to the tunnels. So I'm Pistol Pete. Alongside of me, we have Sam Houston live here from Brenham Cubs Stadium, where the Cedar Creek Eagles 3-0 come in against the Brenham Cubs 2-1. And we are going to see what it is the Cedar Creek Eagles can do to keep this streak going. So far, it's been the Ty Pruitt and the Javon Livingston show. And in the meantime, we are bringing everything we got tonight with Alfred Collins and Cade Edwards running the defense, and Ty Pruitt and Javon Livingston pretty much running the offense. And it's going to be a handful for the Eagles tonight, Sam, to try to bring these Brenham Cubs and cage them up a little bit here on their homecoming.
Yeah, they have a little bit of an axe to grind after last year's upset in Cedar Creek, so kind of expect them to come out with a fistful of fire to start.
It was a close game in Cedar Creek. Hang on here, so I can't hear myself. I don't know why I can't hear. There we go. Is that a little bit better? Everybody hear anybody? Get those things pushed down. Get that thing turned off in the back. So the Brenham Cubs are, they don't have much of a tunnel. They're going to go ahead and run through a banner here the cheerleaders have provided. The Eagles have their traditional Cedar Creek black tunnel over there on the far side of the end zone on the visitor side. We have a few Cedar Creek fans showing up in the stands little by little, still waiting on the band to arrive. They will be here shortly. And Sam, man, I really appreciate you coming in and giving me a hand tonight. Scotty couldn't be here tonight because he is indisposed at the Crestview RV show at the Dell Diamond this weekend. It's their big weekend, so him being a finance manager and all, he's got to be there to take care of anybody that wants to spend way too much money on an RV.
Well, I'm not going to lie.
So the Brenham Cubs are on the field. Go ahead, man.
I said, I'm not going to lie, I missed it.
You missed RVing?
No, I missed doing Friday night
Oh,
games.
I know, right? Well, I'm back for one game at least. The band boosters have me pretty much occupied.
Thank you.
On the weekends and every other night of the week. Somebody shoot me a text to make sure I'm going out here. I'll even give you my phone number, 512-461-5527. Let me know that we are broadcasting live, and let me know if we're going out on the air, if you would, please. So in the meantime, we're going to take a short break. This is the Roscoe State Bank pregame show with Pistol Pete and Sam Houston live from Brenham Cubs Stadium. You're listening to SHN Sports and the Creek broadcast team.
You understand the value of hard work, a warm smile, a firm handshake, and the loyalty of a friend. These defining qualities of what it means to be from Texas are the qualities you'll find in the folks at the Roscoe State Bank. Formed in 1906 out of the farming plains of West Texas, the Roscoe State Bank has been a model of true community banking for almost 110 years. Honesty, integrity, hard work, it's what being a Texan's all about, and that's what Roscoe State Bank is all about. Roscoe State Bank is a proud supporter of Cedar Creek Eagles and a member FDIC.
The Creek broadcast team is here. We are very excited to tell you about a brand new local family-owned restaurant right here in Cedar Creek, Leo's Italian Grill. Leo's offers authentic Italian cuisine with a nice southern flair, surrounded by an atmosphere that welcomes family and friends. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or watching your favorite sporting event on the big screen, it's Leo's Italian Grill. Check them out on the web at www.leositaliangrill.net. Everything you need is right there at your fingertips. For a full menu, daily specials, go to leositaliangrill.net. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors. Let's go to Leo's.
This segment of Cedar Creek Eagle Football is brought to you by Bastrop Mobile Services. For mobile mechanic service and repairs on the go, call 512-718-8297 or find them on the web at www.bastropmobileservices.com.
Hey folks, this is Pete from the Creek Broadcast Team for Hours RV Service Center in Georgetown. All the RVs that I see on the road these days, how about having a peace of mind knowing that your RV is in tip-top shape by taking it to Hours RV Service in Georgetown. Located at 8480 Interstate 35 in Georgetown, Hours RV Service will make sure that your coach, fifth wheel, or pop-up, or bumper pull are all ready for the road. They honor all major service contracts, so you don't have to worry about voiding any warranties. Hours 5-star review customer service will make sure that you have the peace of mind to enjoy that vacation. Call Michael at 801-671-8672 or find him online at www.hoursrv.com. That's www.auersrv.com. No job too big, no job too small. In and out quickly, and most large projects are out in less than 5 days. Electrical, air conditioning, new installations and modifications, all available at Hours RV. Hours RV Service Center in Georgetown, the small business that's big on service.
I'm in a state of inundation from an endless iteration of discounts that State Farm gives to me. Good driver and good student, multi-car and all the rest make up a veritable litany. They got a list of discounts longer than my arm. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Five, four, three, two, one, zero, ignition, liftoff.
All right, folks, we are back live here at Brenham Cubs Stadium. Sorry for that long intro there. I didn't realize I had to re-up all the extra stuff on the football platform. So we are live with Sam Houston. I don't know why I can't hear myself very well.
I hear you.
It's turned up all the way. I don't know what the dealio is, though. But we'll see what we can do. Let's get that a little closer to my mouth here. All right. So, yes, Pistol Pete and Scott. And I keep wanting to say Scotty Martin, but Scotty's not here. Scotty's at Dell Diamond doing all kinds of other cool stuff. So, the captains are on the field. We got Josh Garza, Cade Edwards. We have Alfred Collins and Dominique Mojica for the Cedar Creek Eagles. For the Brenham Cubs, we have number 6 quarterback Mr. Weiss. Mr. Alden Schroeder. My wrong guy there. 62. Is one of the captains, and I do not have him on the roster, so perfect. Let's see what this other one says here.
What number is he?
Number 62 is going to be Logan Wooten. Yeah, he's not on that list there for some reason. I got everything off Max Preps until we got here. Now we have an actual updated
White win the coin toss.
updated roster here off Max Prep. So the other captain, number 10 for the Brenham Cubs, is going to be Jan Thompson. He's a wide receiver, 6'3", 175-pound senior. And that young man
will receive.
Has some yards under his belt. He's 11 for 200 on 11 catches for 200 yards, averaging just a little under 10 yards a catch, or a little under 20 yards a catch, with 2 touchdowns. His longest is 49 yards. So live from Brenham Cubs Stadium, Roscoe State Bank pregame show is over. Now we're slipping into a Leo's Italian Grill right there on Highway 21, just west of Memorial Stadium. Go out and see Leo's Italian Grill. They have a great menu online at www.leositaliangrill.com, and they will provide you with everything they need. They have great food out there. They have great appetizers. They have drink specials. You go out there and talk to Leo and Michelle, and they will make sure you have a great family experience. They also got some big screens out there where you guys can tune into your favorite sports program and watch it right there as you're sucking back a cold one. I don't know if we're allowed to say that in UIL, but I just did. So anyway, we're getting ready for kickoff. It looks like the Brenham Cubs have won the toss, and they're going to receive. Or I'm sorry, the Eagles probably won the toss. They're going to kick off and defer to the second half. I still got to get my feet back under me here, folks. As we're underway here at Cubs Stadium, that ball's kicked up the right side by Morgan. Picked up at the 15. Coming back towards the middle is number 20. He's got a little running room. Gets over to 30, down to the 33-yard line where he's brought down by a gang tackle of white jerseys. And the Brenham Cubs will start 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line with 11:52 to go in the first quarter.
Like Jabbar Johnson was in on that tackle to start.
Defensive stop made by number 22, Mason Shelby.
Mason Shelby on the tackle. Mason Shelby also was the guy who kicked the ball off, so it wasn't that deep a penetration, although it may sound like it was. The run back was approximately about 17 yards. He got that ball to about the 15. Number 20 carried the ball for the Brenham Cubs, Eric Hemphill. He is a sophomore, 165-pounder from your local area. Shotgun position, one man in motion. Here's a snap, hands it off up the middle, off the left side. Number 9 with the carry. He gets over the 40. He's getting carried by a scrum of Eagle players close to first down territory. As number 9, Keona Jones.
Carrying the ball for the Cubs, number 8, Dalen McCown.
I'm sorry, Dalen McCown, because I'm blind and old. I can't see that far. Lights are on. Kind of down a bad little booth here, a little on the small side. Air conditioning is a little left to be desired. There's a snap back to McCown again out the left side. He's met quickly by that right side of that Cedar Creek line. That's probably going to be Ian Flowers and Cade Edwards along with Alfred Collins on that stop.
Josh Garza, too.
Josh Garza in on it. Eagles are following the ball pretty well, but this Dalen McCowan guy is kind of a tall, lanky guy. He's got a stride on him, so by the time he gets going, he's already got 2 or 3 yards. There's another fake handoff. He's going to pass up the middle. Wide open, number 81 for the Brenham Cubs. He's going up the left side. He's got blockers. He's at the 20, the 25, or the 15, over end zone. Brenham Cub touchdown. Number 81, just like that, 4 plays. Jackson Mueller takes it to the house for the Brenham Cubs.
Somebody broke coverage in the middle. He ran wide open right down the seam.
56-yard hiccup.
So the Eagles find themselves on their heels quickly with 10:57 to go in the first quarter, down 6-0. On for the extra points, number 92 or 82 it looks like from here. Victor Mendoza, he's a 155-pound senior. He's 10 for 11 on the year. Make that 11 for 12. That is good at 10:57. 7-0 is your Brenham Cubs on top of the Cedar Creek Eagles. Live from Brenham Cub Stadium. It's homecoming here in Cubville. I'm Pistol Pete with Sam Houston. We'll be right back. You're listening to SHN Sports and the Creek broadcast team.
Ours RV Service Center of Georgetown, AUERSRV.com.
Welcome back to the Cedar Creek Eagles and Brenham Cubs on SHN Sports and the Creek Broadcast Network.
All right, back here at Brenham Cubs Stadium where the Cubs strike first, 7-0 on top of the Cedar Creek Eagles. Eagles defense up on the line, not looking too bad, but the secondary has struggled a little bit this season. Coming in 3-0 into this first game of district play. Brenham Cubs 2-1. Their only loss to Magnolia West, which stands to reason. Eagles victories over Reagan High School, which we still call Reagan High School in Northeast Texas or Northeast Austin there, and Aikens High School at Burger Center. We topped them as well. Ty Pruitt had a great night, threw for over 360 yards. And Javon Livingston had 3 touchdowns. And that final game, homecoming against Fredericksburg, Eagles come along as a victory for a winner at homecoming. Javon Livingston, all 20 points on the 2012 victory over top of the Fredericksburg Billies. And the ball's kicked. It's a short kick going up the right side. Ball's going to hit about the 25, picked up by number 12. Not far to go as Colton Fitzhugh gets wrapped up at the 25-yard line.
That's Ashton Figueroa.
I'm sorry, Ashton Figueroa. Give me a minute.
It's coming back to you.
So Ashton Figueroa with about a 6-yard return, actually about a 3-yard return. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 26-yard line. Eagles are wearing white with blue letters, white helmets. They're moving from my right to left. And the Brenham Cubs wearing all green with white letters, white pants. They're moving from left to right. Early in the first quarter, 10:53 to go in the first. Brenham Cubs up 7-0.
Got Alfred in the game at tight end on this formation.
Alfred Collins in tight. There's the handoff to Dominique Mojica. Nowhere to go as the.
Oh.
No, that was a fake handoff. Like Ty Pruitt kept that one. And he's going to be dropped for a sack all the way back to the 22-yard line. The Eagles will be 2nd and about 14.
I think that was an option, and everybody came through, so Ty's only choice was to keep it.
Hopefully the Eagles, that was a bad snap. Pruitt's having to chase it. He's going to just throw it out of bounds. This is going to bring up 3rd and 14. Bad snap by the center for the Eagles. Went over top of his head. Maybe it slipped through his hands. It looked like I got a big window chunk of aluminum right between me and the center and right and left tackle there.
Well, he did the smart thing away. Just get out of the pocket and throw the ball away. Now, does that look like a Cubs, or that's a lion cub or a bear cub? Must be a lion cub.
All right, Pruitt's fading back. He's looking to throw. He's got one. Oh, Alfred Collins, who doesn't drop the ball very much, in and out of his hands. And the Eagles end up with minus 14 yards this first series. They're going to have to punt it away from their own 22-yard line, deep in their own territory.
That was his first option was a screenplay, and they picked that up right off the bat.
So Brenham Cubs came loaded for bear, no pun intended. We're still trying to figure out what that cub actually represents, if it's a lion, if it's a bear, if it's a tiger.
Long tail.
Oh, where is he? I don't see where she's at.
Right there.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there's a couple of them.
Boy and a girl.
Wow. Guess they're all about. Never mind. We won't go there. All right, back to punt for the Cedar Creek Eagles. Number 13 is Shelby Morgan. He's standing on his own 6-yard line. And the referee stopped the clock with a flag on the play.
We have a delay game on white.
And Eagles,
repeat down 4.
this first quarter acting like they've never played before. Coming in 3-0, and here they are, 4 and out, and a penalty on their first punt is going to back it up to the 17-yard line.
They've been very efficient in the first 3 games.
Now Shelby Morgan standing on his own 2-yard line, waiting on the snap. Colton Fitzhugh comes in to close the gap on the punt rush. 10:13 to go in the first quarter. There's a snap. Shelby Morgan gets one off, not a bad one. Should take a nice bounce at the 49-yard line. Still going, takes a great Eagle bounce inside the 35 all the way down to, we're going to call it the 30, where the Brenham Cubs will come out 1st and 10 with 9:59 to go in the first, up 7-0 over the Cedar Creek Eagles.
About a 50-yard punt.
Wasn't a bad punt at all from his own. I guess he probably got rid of that ball finally about the 5-yard line. So you're looking at 45, about a 70-yard punt with the roll and everything, net nothing. So the Eagles are in the positive for at least one special teams play. Let's see what the Eagles can do on defense as they start. Ball's handed. No, it's a fake pass. Keeps it. Oh, Alfred Collins just out of the grab. He's going to pass it up there. Oh, and that ball's just out of the hands. Had 2 receivers being covered by one guy, number 5, Damian Perez. Could not get to it off the fingertips of number 2 out there in the flat for the Brenham Cubs. That's going to be Garrison Weiss.
Got to give Alfred a little bit of credit putting pressure on him that way.
Make that number 3, Trayvon Britton. Looks like a 2 from here. So 2nd down and 10 from the 30. Eagles are going to have to tighten up that middle of that secondary if they're going to try to stop the Brenham Cubs, because it's not going to take long for them to figure out that they're going to be able to pick apart the way the safety and free safety are floating back too far. They're like 12 yards off the line. There's a flag on the play.
Prior to the snap, we have a delay of game. On green, 5-yard penalty.
Watch that play clock. Was that like a 5-second play clock or what? Because that looked like it happened pretty quick. 25 seconds on the play clock.
It seemed like they got to it pretty quick.
So they're going to back that up 5. That's going to bring it up 2nd down and 15 back to the 25-yard line to Cub territory.
Even ours seemed like it went off real quick.
Check.
Oh, he's got way too much time.
There's a pass complete to number 11 at the 40 to the 45, and he's met by Reggie Smith. He's forced out of bounds for a Brenham Cub first down at the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Brenham.
Number 11, Javon Dixon. Gain is 3, Cub 45, 1st and 10.
There's a second play up the left side. Oh, now I can hear myself. There we go. It helped I had my board set up right.
Yeah, whatever you did made it a lot better right there.
There we go. Now we got it. Sorry, I might have blasted y'all's ears out there. My apologies. So 1st and 10 for Brenham. May have to change my adjustments here now. I finally figured out what I was doing. Let's go ahead and crank that down a little bit. Crank that one down a little bit. We're just barely in the red. We're good. 1st and 10, 9:33 to go. Here's a snap. He keeps it. He's going to get called for a loss on this one as Cade Edwards comes in and clobbers him all the way back to the 20 or 31-yard line. Looks like they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Eagle 31 with 9:15 to go in the first. Brenham Cubs up 7-0. I guess I better update that. He fades back to pass. This one floated up in the air, and he's going to throw it out of bounds as he's under big pressure by number 45, Josh Garza. He had him all the way back dead to rights, about 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
He was not out of the pocket. I don't understand why there's not a flag on that.
There might be. They may be talking about it. Because he was straight back, was not out of the pocket. He just threw it away. That should have been intentional grounding.
And honestly, it didn't get to the line of scrimmage either. Yeah, there you go.
There's the flag right there. Good call, Sam. I need to change these colors, man. This just ain't working. Let's get this one. Let's get some green over here. And there's that one. And we'll go okay. We're going to update that. There. Now we got the proper colors.
No receiver in the area. It is down 4.
All right, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and about.
It's a loss of down.
Oh, loss of down.
Down 3.
And no yardage, so it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
15.
So it's 5 yards plus the loss of down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the guy on the scoreboard is a little slow. So it should be 3rd down and 15. Here's the snap. He's fading back. A short drop. That ball's wide open. Nice catch. No, it's just real simple. Ashton Figueroa on the tackle.
They're just running right down the seams on him.
17-yard line. That'll be Cub 1st down.
But number 82 for the Brenham Cubs, 81, Jackson Mueller. 5'9", 170-pound senior with the reception. It's going to be 1st and 10. Brenham Cubs. There's a handoff up the right side. Oh, and he's brought down Cade Edwards. Tracked and destroyed down at the 20-yard line. May have actually he's going to lose 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Cade Edwards.
Brings up 2nd and 12 for the Cubs.
There's a snap, goes up the left side. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to roll out. He's under a lot of pressure. He lets it go. Oh, and that ball slapped out of the air by number 12, Ashton Figueroa. That nearly could have been an interception and a possible pick 6. I'm a hair loud. There's a shocker.
Defensive play, number 12, Ashton Figueroa.
Well, I have noticed I don't see them throwing the ball downfield deep.
So 8 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Here's a snap. He fades back, rolls out to the left. He's got a little running room. He's getting out the middle. He's being chased by Cade Edwards. He's not going to catch him. And he's going to be forced out of bounds as the keeper.
Takes the ball inside the Eagles 5-yard
This
line.
kid's
He'll be
crazy
knocked
fast,
out at
Pete.
the 3.
Yeah,
It'll be
Grayson
first
really, he's
and
got,
3 for the Cubs.
Cade had him beat to the outside. He ran right around him.
Yeah, he's 20 carries for 183 yards with 1 touchdown coming into tonight.
Yeah, he is
So
fast.
Brenham Cubs on the doorstep again. That's 1st and 10 about the 3-yard line. There's a snap, handoff. McGowan's got it. He's going to bumble and jumble over the goal line for another Brenham Cubs score. That's going to be 13-0 already here with 7:55 left to go. Brenham Cubs on top of your Cedar Creek Eagles. Not quite sure the attitude of the Eagles coming into tonight's game, whether it was hey, we don't have to worry about this, or if they were thinking last year because they beat the Brenham Cubs, means they were going to come in thinking this was going to be not necessarily a cakewalk, but would not, I could not do my job and be okay.
This is
extra points on the way, and it's good.
This is the best team they played this year.
As Victor Mendoza stays perfect on the afternoon. 14-0, Brenham Cubs on top of your Eagles. You're listening to the Creek broadcast team and SHN Sports Live from Brenham Cub Stadium.
Eagle fans, Leo's Italian Grill is staying open late on game nights till 12 a.m. so you can come in and celebrate the Eagle victory with Leo and his friends. Belly up to the bar or order up a great Italian treat. Located just west of Memorial Stadium, it's Leo's on the left. Leo's Italian Grill.
You're listening to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
The Creek Broadcast Network. Out of all the high school sports broadcast teams in Texas, we are one of them.
All right, back here at Cubs Stadium. Cubs are doing the damage quick here against the Cedar Creek Eagles. Cedar Creek not looking like a 3-0 team coming into this contest. It's 14-0 already with 7:55 left to go in the first. Shaping up to be.
Thank you. Are you good with that, Pete?
A nightmare. What's
the light?
that?
You okay with the light?
Oh, yeah, it's okay. So lined up at the 40-yard line. Ball's placed, and here's the kick. It's going to be another short kick. It's going to come down right about the 27-yard line. Picked up by number 11 for the Eagles, and he's going to come back and meet. Where's my roster? What happened to my Cedar Creek roster?
Is this it?
I'll find one. Here's one. Number 11 is Alex Martinez with the return.
We got to start getting the ball into Javon's hands, Clay's hands, Payne's hands.
Well, I would settle for it to be in Ty's hands. He's dropped one snap already, and he's had to hurry on a couple others because the Brenham Cubs are they're only loading. Well, they got 7 in the box, 3 across the front line.
They're coming, though, every play.
Shotgun position, Mojica off the right shoulder, 2 to the top, 2 split to the bottom. There's Pruitt with the right into Colton Fitzhugh's hands and right out of Colton Fitzhugh's hands. Incomplete pass. Still be 2nd down and 10. So far, the Eagles have dropped 3 passes, or 2 passes for sure. One to Alfred Collins earlier, and this one to Colton Fitzhugh. Shotgun position, 7:40 to go in the first. Clock stopped for some reason. I guess because they missed the ball. Hand off to Mojica, and he's swallowed up quickly as the offensive line collapsed. He's going to come up right at the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Defensive stop for the Cubs. First man there, number 27, John Tavian Robinson.
So the air assault not working so far for the Eagles. They're going to have to go to plan B as they're showing blitz on the Brenham side. Here's Pruitt. He rolls out to the right. He's going to let it go, and that ball's caught and out of bounds. Javon Livingston with the attempted catch would have been enough for a 1st down, but in and out of his hands as 3 Brenham Cubs swallowed him up.
That was a tight window throw. He made a good throw. It hit him in the hands.
You going over to the other side? Okay. Thanks for help, man.
Thanks, Bart.
Hey, I gave you some money, right? Will you go down and grab us a couple of sodas? You want something to drink?
Grab me a water here.
A water? Yeah, give me a water and a Diet Coke. Sorry about that.
Thank
A
you,
little
Bart.
thirsty up here in the oven. It's probably about 90 degrees inside this press box right here. I definitely wore the wrong clothes, period. There's the punt, and it's a nice punt.
Good
It's going to
punt.
come down at the 30-yard line. Oh, he may have touched
let it go.
He let it go. It's going to take another Cedar Creek bounce all the way down to the Brenham Cub 12-yard line, where they will start 1st and 10 in their worst field position yet tonight. But so far, it hasn't mattered for the Brenham Cubs. They've capitalized on everything so far.
That's another 50-yard punt.
We cannot rely on special teams like we did against Fredericksburg, not against the Brenham Cubs.
No, they're killing us in the middle of the field.
I mean, Brenham came in. I mean, they're coming off a season. They made the playoffs last year. They went 3 deep before they lost to Callan down in Corpus Christi, and they were 8-5 and 5-2 in district.
Yep.
So they're not a light team. I mean, it's a small community, but they
Oh,
there's a pitch.
that's gonna be a fumble.
That's going to be a touchdown. Cedar Creek. It's a touchdown. Another defensive touchdown for the Eagles. That looked like Reggie Smith picked that one up and ran it in. It was a pitch back from Weiss to, I didn't see who the running back was, but it was behind him. So that was considered a fumble, and Cedar Creek capitalized on it as the outside linebacker, Reggie Smith, saw the Holy Grail and brought her home. It's 6 points on the board that quick for the Eagles.
I don't know if the running back ever knew it was getting pitched.
It looked like a broken play because he pitched that thing like 9 yards.
Yeah, it wasn't
and
even close to him.
It was like nowhere to go. Shelby Morgan on for the extra point. Here's the hold. The hold's good. It's on the way. It's a little low. But it's between the pipes, and the Eagles are on the board. Here with 6:45 to go in the first, down 14-7 to the Brenham Cubs.
Maybe that'll wake them up a little bit.
Now back to the Brenham Cheerleaders and Mascots annual minicamp. Mascots will learn skills.
This is like the, and I know every time I say the word epitome, it sounds like a bad word, but this is the epitome of small town football right here. This is. I mean, even though we're in Central Texas, this is West Texas football. There's everybody in the stands on the Brenham side is all wearing green. They're out here supporting their team 150%. I mean, there's all ages. There's little kids. There's older folks. I mean, there's just a huge crowd here for homecoming. They got a huge student section along with the band all the way over to our right. We haven't heard the band yet.
No.
Nor have we heard the Cedar Creek band yet. They're on the opposite side over there. I don't even think they're here yet.
It's Friday night football.
Friday night football in Brenham, Texas.
They even got a bunch of green on our side over there.
Quite a few Eagle fans made the trip. It's not too far from Bastrop. It's only like less than an hour, less 50 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bart.
That's normal. That's what we sell ours for. No, we raised our prices this year. All right, lined up at the 40-yard line. Cedar Creek getting ready to punch it away. Here's number 13 for the Eagles. Kristen Diaz lets it go. He's got nowhere to go. He's got wrapped up. He's got 11-yard, or number 11 with the carry. Gets it. Oh, the ball maybe came loose. No, he's still on his feet, carrying the scrum up an extra couple of yards, but they're going to mark him down at the 26. The 26-yard line, where the Brenham Cubs will start 1st and 10. About a 6-yard run back for number 11 for the Brenham Cubs, Javon Dixon. He's a 5'10", 165-pound sophomore, so we got a couple more years out of that young man.
Did you look at Brenham's roster? Are they fairly young this year?
No, actually, they got a few sophomores. They don't have any freshmen, and they have they're stacked with quite a few seniors. I didn't count them, but if I had to do a glance, I would say they probably have probably 20, 24 seniors returning. There's a handoff left side, Ian Flowers, and there's Reggie Smith coming in to put the icing on the cake. And he's going to get caught for a yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 11 as Ian Flowers put the hurt on McCowan.
He has been playing lights out.
He's been playing great. He's been playing really well on that right side. Alfred Collins lined up on the left side. Cade Edwards in the middle of that 4-linebacker setup. Waiting on a snap, shotgun, one off his left shoulder, 2 to the bottom. There's a quick pitch and a snap. He's got a receiver on the left side there at the 31-yard line. It's going to be caught by number 3, Trayvon Britton, with the catch. He's going to pick up 7 yards on the catch. It should be 3rd down and about 5 for the Brenham Cubs at the 31-ish yard line.
I keep looking for a scoreboard and there's not one here.
It's over on this end.
Oh, it is?
5:34 left to go. What do you think? I just got like an atomic clock in my head. 5:34 to go in the first. Cubs up on the Eagles 14-7. It's a nice night. Had a few little rains. Oh, and he's going to get swallowed up.
Oh, no,
he breaks
broke
loose. That was a great play action fake, and it looked like the quarterback went for a loss, but he handed it off, and number 9, McCowan, took off to the races. It'll be a Brenham first down inside Eagle territory all the way to the 36-yard line, and he rattled off about 27 yards. 30, was it 30?
32.
32 yards on that carry.
Yeah, everybody was looking at the quarterback.
About the best the Eagles have looked on defense so far this first quarter. And it looks like they had him wrapped up, and something happened. All of a sudden, he just shot out of that group of white like a cannon and picked up another 20, 25 yards. Shotgun position, one off his left shoulder. There's a snap. Hands it back up to McCown in the middle. Bounces off one of his own players. He's got running room. He strips another one. He jumps another block or another tackle, and finally brought down at the 15 as he's making the Eagles look embarrassed on the field as he's just shucking tacklers away with stiff arms and forearms. Finally brought down at the 14-yard line.
He's not running fast. He's not running hard. He's just we're just missing.
Consistent. Not able to wrap. He's a tall, skinny, kind of lanky guy. Not a lot of weight to him, but I say he's probably about 6'2".
Yeah.
6'1", 6'2", so he's got a stride on him. That might be a little misleading. There's a snap. Garrison hands it off the middle. He breaks another tackle. There goes number 11. He's going to get into the end zone. As the Cedar Creek Eagles just cannot. Looks like he went out of bounds. Looks like he stepped out. Looks like there's a flag on the play somewhere. I don't see it, but they're conversing like there's a flag. Right now the ball's marked at the 2. Looks like he stepped out of bounds.
They're getting us in the middle with the pass and the run.
Okay, so that's going to be null and void as Brenham Cubs are called for holding. That's going to come back 5 plus the down. Or come back 5. Or
so it'll be 1st and 15.
Yeah, 1st and 15. There you go. From the original
25.
spot. Trying to see where that's at. I've got referees just scattered everywhere.
Oh, it's from the spot of the foul.
Oh. So the ball's going to be spotted at the 11.
So it's first and 5.
So 3:57 to go in the first quarter. Eagles down 14-7, and the Brenham Cubs are threatening from their own or from the Eagle 11-yard line. There's the handoff to McCowan up the middle again. He's going to carry him this time. Let's get him on the ground, and he's going to be tackled, brought down at the looks like maybe the 8-yard line. He's going to have a pickup of 3.
I think Alfred got him on that one.
It'll be 2nd down and 4.
You're tuned in to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
There's a snap and play action fake. He gets he's wrapped up hard by Cade Edwards. No go for a loss. Back to the original line of scrimmage of the 11-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 6 or 3rd down and 7.
That was a Cade hit.
As Edwards followed the ball, Garrison kept it this time. So back into the game now, number 81 for the Brenham Cubs. Jackson Mueller already has 1 touchdown. 2 spread out wide, 2 to the top side, 1 off his left shoulder of Weiss. Here's the snap. He's looking for a receiver. He's having to roll out to the right. He's under pressure. He's going to let it go. And, great defense, because the good thing is the young man was wide open. I think the ball was thrown a hair behind him. That's going to bring up 4th and 7.
That was Dalen Jackson breaking that up.
So what are the Cubs going to do? It looks like they're going to bring on the field goal crew and try for 3 here with 2:37 to go in the first. Eagles got some soul searching to do here. 1 defensive touchdown on a fumble recovered by Reggie Smith. This is the only tally this game so far for the Eagles. Brenham, 2 receiving touchdowns. And
High snap.
Is that off to the left? Oh, he made
No,
it.
that was a great play
That
by the holder.
The holder had to corral that one and bring it back in, and the Cubs go up 17-7 with 2:37 left to go in the first quarter. You're listening to SHN Sports and the Creek broadcast team live from Brenham Cub Stadium and deep in the heart of Brenham. I'm Pistol Pete with Sam Houston.
The Creek broadcast team here, and we are very excited to tell you about a brand new local family-owned restaurant right here in Cedar Creek. It's Leo's Italian Grill. Leo's offers authentic Italian cuisine with a nice southern flair, surrounded by an atmosphere that welcomes both family and friends. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or to watch your favorite sporting event on the big screen, it's Leo's Italian Grill. Check them out on the web at www.leositaliangrill.net. Everything you need to know is right there at your fingertips. For a full menu, daily specials, go to leositaliangrill.net. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors, let's go to Leo's.
Welcome back to the Cedar Creek Eagles and Brenham Cubs on SHN Sports and the Creek Broadcast Network.
Holy shnikes.
Is all we can say so far about the Cedar Creek defense. They're holding the Cubs to 3 points on that last drive, but they're up 17-7 right now, getting ready to kick off. From the 40-yard line, deep for the Eagles is Colton Fitzhugh and Javon Livingston. Short, we have Ashton Figueroa, Martinez, and I can't see on the other side. Looks like Zane Allen on that far side, number 7. And the ball is kicked up the right side again. It's going to come right to Figueroa. He's going to grab it at the 24-yard line. He's going to break up the level. He's got a little hole. There it goes. Oh, he gets up over the 45 to about the 46-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 47. As Alex Martinez.
That was Ashton.
I thought it was number 11. Oh, it was number 12. I'm sorry. Ashton Figueroa. My bad. Ashton Figueroa with the return. Right at 18-yard return up to the. Make that a 23-yard return. All the way up to the Eagle 47-yard line where they start 1st and 10 with 2:30 left to go in the first half. Down 17-7 to the Cubs. Pruitt lone in the backfield, shotgun position. He's going to keep it. He's got a hole. Going to run up the middle over the 50 to the 45-yard line. That young man, he's got some wheels on him. I just wish he would run straight instead of running 40 yards serpentining.
He
when
had
he had a big hole
there,
and he cut back to the middle for some reason when he had a wide open hole. Maybe a slight little nerve there. There's Pruitt again. A short little pass to Colton Fitzhugh. Picks it up at the 40-yard line down to the 38-yard line in Brenham Cub territory. Nice reception by Colton Fitzhugh as the Eagles put a couple of offensive plays together here late in the first quarter. Look to the sideline for a play. Ty Pruitt, lone shotgun position. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the top. Far hash mark moving left to, or right to left. Here's a snap. Pruitt looking to throw. Oh, that's a suicide pass right there as Colton Fitzhugh was hung out to dry on a high pass. Number 10 right there for the Cubs, Jan Townsend. Defensive back, 6'3" senior, was there to meet the challenge. Incomplete pass. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 38-yard line.
They do have some big DBs, don't they?
They do. They're just tall. Not a lot of meat on that team, but really tall. Same setup. Here's Pruitt. He's looking to throw. Quick throw to the right side. I don't know where that one was going. That guy in the first row of the stands on the visitor side there with the completion. So incomplete pass, 3rd down and 10. It just seems like, I'm just seeing some indecisiveness here.
Just a little
in this first quarter. I don't know if it's nerves or if they're rattled or if they're not, or if they weren't expecting to go down this quick or what, but there's Pruitt with the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got lots of protection. There's the throw, and that ball was thrown into a sea of green. Not sure who that was intended for, but way off the mark as the Eagles come up short, and it's going to be 4th down and 10 from the 38, or 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 or 4th and 10?
It's 4th.
Yeah, 4th and 10. 4th and 10, the Eagles are going to go for it. Same setup, 3 to the near side with Payne Allen, Zane Allen. Payne's a little offsides. You better be careful. 2 to the top side. No setbacks. Well, he could not to be found. There's the throw. He's going to launch it up. We got Pruitt. Oh, did he catch it?
Oh, what a good.
Incomplete. He's saying, Javon's saying he caught it.
I thought he did catch it.
So the Brenham
that's
Cubs
Alex.
are going to take over on downs. I'm sorry, that was Alex Martinez. I thought that was Javon Livingston on that far side, which is really interesting because coming into tonight's game, we're going to go and stay here as the Brenham Cubs take over on downs from their own 38-yard line. The Eagles have 13 touchdowns this season so far. Okay, 7 on offense and 6 on special teams. And one guy on this field is responsible for 6 of those touchdowns, and he's seen the ball once tonight.
Do you think that's where you go?
He's seen the ball once tonight, and that's interesting.
Well,
the second half's going to be. Oh no! He got that handed off just in time as Reggie Smith just clobbered Garrison Weiss in the backfield from that outside linebacker position. But he was able to hand it off. He's going to lose a yard on it as the Eagle defensive line, Ian Flowers and Alfred Collins, Cade Edwards come up big. Ball's back to the 37-yard line. It's going to be second down and 11. What were you saying, dude? I'm sorry. Was that a roll?
He was not. Javon was one-on-one with the guy.
Oh, I keep forgetting to update that darn score. Man, I did that last year.
Oh, that might be a fumble. Oh.
All right, sorry about that, folks. Keep forgetting to update the darn scoreboard. It's 17-7 in favor of the Brenham Cubs right now. Late in the first quarter, 35 seconds left to go in the first. Cubs have the ball at their own 37-yard line. It's third down and 11. I missed that last play. I don't know if it was a pass play or if it was
a pass in the flat, incomplete.
On the flat, incomplete pass to the flat. All right, Weiss in a shotgun position, one setback. Here comes the big one. Nice screen pass over to McCowan. He's got running room. He's still on his feet. Finally gets blocked and cut down. Or tackled and cut down inside Eagle territory, but not before the Cubs get a first down on a great setup screen pass. As that young man, Garrison, must just be scared to death to see Reggie Smith and Cade Edwards just about ready to rip him in half. So first and 10 from the Eagle 46-yard line. 15 seconds left to go in the first. They got time for one more play unless they're going to run it down. They won't have far to move. They're only going to have to move 8 yards to the opposite side of the field. As they're going to let that clock go down, 3 seconds. That's going to end the first quarter with the Brenham Cubs 17, the Cedar Creek Eagles 7. You're listening to Pistol Pete and Sam Houston live from Brenham Cub Stadium. Friday Night Lights. This is what it's all about, folks.
The Creek broadcast team here, and we are very excited to tell you about a brand new local family-owned restaurant right here in Cedar Creek. It's Leo's Italian Grill. Leo's offers authentic Italian cuisine with a nice southern flair, surrounded by an atmosphere that welcomes both family and friends. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or to watch your favorite sporting event on the big screen, it's Leo's Italian Grill. Check them out on the web at www.leositaliangrill.net. Everything you need to know is right there at your fingertips. For a full menu, daily specials, go to leositaliangrill.net. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors, let's go to Leo's. You're listening to Cedar Creek Eagle Football, sponsored by Ours RV Service Center of Georgetown, AUERSRV.com. Hey folks, it's strength, value, and community, all the things that matter to you, found in one bank. Roscoe State Bank in Bastrop is proud to support the Cedar Creek Eagles and the Cedar Creek Athletic Booster Club. Roscoe State Bank member FDIC, located at 710 Highway 71 West, just in front of the Home Depot.
Fumble in the backfield.
RoscoeStateBank.com.
All right, as we come back and start the second quarter, that snap was a little mishandled by Garrison Weiss, and he's going to be called for a long loss. As he mishandled it, it fumbled, and he was able to recover it with high pressure from the Eagles. That's going to come all the way back to the Brenham Cub 46-yard line, so it's going to be second down, and it looks like 18 with 11:32 to go here in the first half. Got to turn up some mic here, crowd mic again. I had some kids out here earlier that were being less than respectful. There's a snap. Weiss looking for somebody in the flat. He's got number 8 on the left side. Oh, and he's hammered hard by Reggie Smith as Josh Garza comes along to put the icing on the cake. Number 8, Devon McCowan. Dalen McCowan with the carry. Or with the reception, with the reception in the left flat. He's going to chip away a little bit at it, not much. He picks up 3 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and long, 15. Here with 10:50 left to go in the first half. We got the Cedar Creek Eagle Band and the Brenham Band here. We're actually probably going to do homecoming festivities, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. So
good place to try and make a stop here.
One setback. We got a new quarterback in, number 6. He's rolling out to the right, being chased by Ian Flowers. He lets it go. Oh, he's there. Incomplete pass intended for number 82 or 81. Actually, who is that? That's an 85, isn't it?
I think so.
So number 6, Alden Schroeder, in for that play. And now the Brenham Cubs are going to have to, I can't see his number because his jersey's folded up. I can't see his number.
It's a first punt for the Brenham Cubs.
Yeah,
tonight.
First punt for the Brenham Cubs as number, was that 13?
You got Ashton's
81.
Ashton's back deep with Javon Shallow.
Jackson Miller getting ready to punt the ball. Nice long punt, nice
punt.
spiral. That ball's going to come down and hit the 10-yard line. It's going to bounce out of bounds. That looks like about the 12. Nice punt by Jackson Mueller as he pins the Eagles deep in their own zone at the 12-yard line. And the Eagles have a long ways to go here.
We got a new quarterback in, too.
So it looks like we're going to get to see our second quarterback for the Cedar Creek Eagles, and that's going to be Timmy Caldwell. Tim Caldwell's coming in tonight, 2 for 4, not seeing a lot of playing time, a few plays. He's 2 for 4 for 35 yards. He's got 1 touchdown and 0 interceptions. So let's see what Timmy Caldwell can do to spark these Eagles here early in the second quarter. 3 split to the top side, 2 to the near side. Timmy Caldwell all alone, no setbacks. Here's the snap. He runs out to the right. Nice fake. He rolls back to the left.
Throw it away.
He's going to have to get rid of it. He's swallowed up for a loss at the 10-yard line.
That's something where you just throw away right there.
First play by Timmy Caldwell is going to end up with a 3-yard loss. It'll be 2nd down and 13 right at the 10-yard line.
That was a great move he put on the first guy, though.
Yeah. But that's all you really have in a situation like that is one move.
Yeah, one move.
So you got to make a decision after that. Yep. So same setup, 3 to the near side. Eagles now moving left to right. 2 to the top side. No setbacks, no running game established so far for the Eagles. They're trying to do everything in the air. Caldwell lets one go, and that's intercepted, nearly a pick six. That outside receiver, I'm not sure who that is. That looks like maybe Alex Martinez out there had no idea the ball was coming.
Yeah, he ran the wrong route.
Into the game now for the Eagles as we speak. Dominique Mojica. He picked up the nickname last year. We used to call him Domino's Pizza. I'm not sure how that came. Just kind of rolls off the tongue.
Because he always delivered.
He always delivers. That's what it was. He always delivers. Caldwell fades back. He's looking to throw. He's going to air one out.
He's got Javon
wide open. Javon wide open. He's going to break a tackle, get down to the 50-yard line before he's brought down in Brenham Cub territory. Javon Livingston with a 42-yard reception to spark the Eagles here with 9:19 to go in the first half. First reception of the night for Javon Livingston. Might be the spark the Eagles need. One setback, 3 to the near side, 1 split top. There's the snap. Caldwell's having to run. He's rolling out to the right. He's got a little running room. He's got to come back, and he's tagged down.
Ooh,
all the way to the 50-yard line. Kind of a late hit, but no flag.
We're going to have a holding.
Is there a flag? Oh, there is a flag in the middle of the field.
Well, there's 2 flags.
During the play, we have a hold on the white.
Holding on the Eagles.
So a hold on the offense is going to nullify. Well,
it's going to be. We have a hold on the white.
2.
10-yard penalty. Repeat that 1.
2 holding calls on us. They only enforcing 1.
So it's going to take it back to 1st down and 10. After that play will be nullified. It's going to take it to 1st and 15 for the Eagles. Or make that 1st 20. 20 or 15?
It's 10 yards, so it should be 1st and 20.
8:59 to go in the first half.
If Tim hits Javon on the run, he don't have to slow down.
No.
They probably don't catch him on that.
17-7, Cubs still up on the Eagles here in the second quarter. There's a quick throw. Oh, telegraphed that one as Javon Livingston was coming across on the slant on the left side there. Interesting style by Timmy Caldwell. Has no drop on his after his snap. He just basically stops and turns and throws. Usually you see at least a 3-step drop on something like that to kind of give his receiver a chance to make the move, which was nearly picked off for a pick 6 by the Brenham secondary. There's Caldwell off to Mojica, bundles back. He gets back up to the line of scrimmage, and he stood up at about the 44-yard line. Gets a couple of yards back. It's still going to be third down and long. We're going to call it.
We're
going to call it 17, 3rd and 17.
That's Dominique's second carry.
And 17.
Yep. So Eagles having a difficult time establishing the running game here in this first half. And they're having a hard time establishing the throwing game except for a couple of receptions so far in the first half as well. Colton Fitzhugh comes in motion to the near side. Caldwell fades back. He's under pressure. Oh, he's going to have to wheel that one out of bounds. As number 72 for the Brenham Cubs, Tamarcus McWilliams, putting a lot of pressure on Timmy Caldwell. I'm not sure why Ty Pruitt was brought out unless he just needed a series to try to have a little talking to by his by head coach John Edwards in his 5th year.
But Ty was 1 for 10.
So what do you think, man? How's it going with you?
Oh, I miss football.
Yeah, well, just to let everybody kind of know here a little bit, Sam has a daughter that plays for Kansas Jayhawks softball, third base or shortstop or whatever she plays at. Catcher now. Oh my gosh, she does everything. And also our quarterback for last year, Hunter Houston, his son, is playing football for Luther College up in Iowa. So after this game tonight, there's probably going to be a very, very short post game, because he's on the road to Kansas.
Yeah, I'm heading straight to Kansas when this
to go see his son Hunter play football.
Oh, I'm going to watch Shelby.
Oh, Shelby.
Yeah, that Iowa drive is rough, but Hunter's kind of out right now. They think he has a torn meniscus.
Oh, I remember you saying something about that. I thought he worked through it though.
No, right now he's snuck onto special teams as the long snapper.
Oh, okay.
Coaches don't. The special team coach knows, but the head coach don't know yet.
Oh, is that right? Head coach is always the last to know.
Yeah.
All right, that punt brought the Brenham Cubs all the way back to about the 21-yard line in their own territory. There's a snap. He's wrapped up quickly, possibly for a loss.
Tell if that's
as he slammed to the ground.
Was that Ian Flowers?
Yeah, that's Ian Flowers with the stop, and it looks like they're going to give him the line of scrimmage with forward progress. Maybe lost a yard. I can't see the markers that far across.
Lost a yard.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 11 for the Brenham Cubs with 7:24 left to go here in the second quarter. And this quarter is sponsored by Lori Tuggle State Farm. She's been a huge pillar in our community in Bastrop area. Owns a State Farm agency there. She was president of the Athletic Booster Club for 9 years since its conception back in 2010. Just a outstanding heart. I mean, just she's very pro community. She's very pro Cedar Creek. Even though her kids have been gone for a few years now, she's always there when the Eagles need her, and we really appreciate everything that Lori does for the community. So if you guys are looking for some great insurance quotes and deals to have everything you need for a peace of mind, give Lori Tuggle a call at State Farm Insurance there in Bastrop. 581-3939, I believe, is the phone number. 512-581-3939. And see what she can do for you. There's the pass across the middle. And that Brenham Cubs off to the races. He's at the 20, the 10. He's going to get caught down by Dalen Jackson inside the 5-yard line at the 3, it looks like, or the 2-yard line.
And I tell you what, we haven't
72-yard reception.
We haven't had a lot of speed over the last couple of years, but Dalen can flat run.
So 72-yard reception puts the Brenham Cubs in striking distance again down to Cedar Creek 2-yard line. Secondary continues to be an issue here for the Cedar Creek Eagles. There's a snap and a handoff. Oh, and he's swallowed up quick for a loss. That's going to be Cade Edwards and Alfred Collins, along with Ian Flowers and Josh Garza putting the. Even got a number 51 in there. What's that? Is that Latouf or who's that? That's Reyes, right?
Yeah, 51 is
Rangel. William Rangel. I haven't heard anything from Latouf. Is he? I don't even see him on the.
I don't know if he's
there
out
he is,
there.
number 50, Logan Latouf.
Yeah, he's on the roster, but I haven't seen him out there yet.
So 2nd down and goal for the Brenham Cubs from the 3-yard line now, as they lost one on that handoff, and that's going to be a timeout called.
We have a timeout on the field.
It looks like Brenham.
That is their first charge timeout.
Brenham Cubs are going to call timeout. We're going to do the same here with 5:20 left to go in the first half. It's Cedar Creek 7, your Brenham Cubs 17. It's homecoming here in Brenham, Texas. Pistol Pete and Sam Houston live on SHN Sports.
That's your car. Oh, it's okay. Here, watch this. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh, hey,
Whoa. Who is that guy? That's my agent, Rich. Can I try? Yeah, go for it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. With a hot guy.
What's up?
This could work. Who's also sensitive.
He's a rescue.
But has a dark side.
Yo.
Hello.
Hey, dark side. Get your feet off the car.
Find out what else State Farm agents can do for you at whyagent.com.
Welcome back to the Cedar Creek Eagles and Brenham Cubs on SHN Sports and the Creek Broadcast Network.
All right, back here at Cubs Stadium, 5:20 to go in the first half. Eagles down 17-7 to the Cubs, and the Cubs are threatening. It's 2nd down and goal inside their own 5. Or inside the Eagle 5, sorry. One setback, one receiver goes in motion, shotgun. Here's Weiss with the snap. He fakes, rolls out to the right. He's got a lot of room. He's just going to walk into that corner. None challenged as Garrison Weiss with another Brenham Cub touchdown. Great play action fake, opened that right side up. It pulled the safety in to the receiver that ran that route and opened up that corner on the right side as Garrison Weiss stepped inside the pylon as the Cubs go up 23-7 on the Eagles. On for the extra point, Victor Mendoza. It's 3 for 3 tonight. And there's a hold, and it's on its way. And it's good. All right, well, the Cubs handing it to the Eagles here in the first half, 24-7. The Eagles having a hard time getting anything going. The only score they've had has been on a fumble recovered by Reggie Smith.
We got 1 first down.
I'll have Sam here at halftime with the stats.
They've kicked all their kickoffs short. I'm wondering if they're seeding something.
Well, I think they know not to get it into Javon Livingston's hands.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Trying to keep it away from Javon because they're not strangers to any film that's out there available to see what Javon did to Fredericksburg on special teams. 3 touchdowns or 1 interception for a touchdown and 2 kickoff returns.
90-plus yards too.
Here's the kickoff. And it's going to be a long up the left side, and Javon Livingston's going to have to let it go out of the end zone, and that's a nice kick by Brenham. And the Eagles will start 1st and 10 in their own 25-yard line with 5:13 to go in the first half. Brenham Cubs 24, Cedar Creek Eagles 7. Hey folks, this is Pete from the Creek Broadcast Team for Hours RV Service Center in Georgetown.
All the RVs that I see on the road these days, how about having a peace of mind knowing that your RV is in tip-top shape by taking it to Ours RV Service in Georgetown. Located at 8480 Interstate 35 in Georgetown, Ours RV Service will make sure that your coach, fifth wheel, or pop-up, or bumper pull are all ready for the road. They honor all major service contracts, so you don't have to worry about voiding any warranties. Ours 5-star review customer service will make sure that you have the peace of mind to enjoy that vacation. Call Michael at 801-671-8672 or find him online at www.oursrv.com. That's www.auersrv.com. No job too big, no job too small. In and out quickly, and most large projects are out in less than 5 days. Electrical, air conditioning, new installations and modifications, all available at Ours RV. Ours RV Service Center in Georgetown, the small business that's big on service.
All right, back here at Brenham's Cub Stadium. Couple of plays we missed. Ty Pruitt ran one up or handed off Mahik up the middle, so right now it's 3rd down and 5 from the 30. Pruitt looking to throw. Oh, he's got one wide open. He's got nothing but real estate in front of him. Number 7, Zane Allen takes it to the house.
Clay Vin Clark.
I'm sorry, Clay Vin Clark. As I like to call him, Clarkerick. Clay Vin Clark. Well, I kind of stole his thunder, and I apologize for that. What a great reception. Split the secondary. Ty Pruitt hit him on the run, and it was just all over as he rattled off 70 yards on that reception to put the Eagles back on the board at 13-24. Extra point on the way. Oh, did he yank that one?
Yep.
And he missed it off to the left. He kind of punched it instead of kicking it. My goodness. Clay Vin Clark, 70-yard run or pass reception.
Clay's defender bailed out on him, and I don't know if he thought the safety was supposed to pick him up or not really sure what happened there.
Well, when he got that ball, there was nobody in back or nobody in front of him. That's for sure. Both the whole secondary was pulled in for some reason. So the Eagles strike with 4:04 left to go in the first half. My apologies. It was Clay Vin Clark. He's a senior defensive back, wide receiver. Or I'm sorry.
Yes.
They got him. He's both, right?
Yeah, he's both.
Oh, okay. Because I was reading two there. I don't know why I keep calling him Zane. What number is Zane? He's 80.
Zane's
Jeez,
80.
how can I even get that?
No, Zane's 24. Zane Zimmerman's 24, and then there's a
Zane
Allen.
Zane Allen is 80, yeah.
So we're at 13-24 now, right?
13-24 with 4:04 left to go. And that missed field goal.
Well, they needed that. They needed a little bit of a spark. Uh-oh, that's bad.
Holy cow, that guy's fast. And there goes the Brenham Cubs to the house. Kickoff run return by number 20, Devon Winston. No, that's the wrong one. Number 20 is Eric Hemphill for the Brenham Cubs. That young man was not going to be stopped. He had a hole that was big as daylight. So that touchdown pretty much null and void for the Eagles, 30-13. That quickly on the kickoff return. The Eagles are going to have to come out in the second half and work some magic as Mendoza has the hold. And it's good as he continues perfect on the evening. 31-13, the Brenham Cubs are starting to run away with this one. Live here at Brenham Cub Stadium.
Thinking about building something? The Roscoe State Bank in Bastrop has money to lend for your project. Whether it's commercial or residential construction, the lending experts at the Roscoe State Bank can get you the funding you need to get the job done. drop by the Roscoe State Bank at 710 Highway 71 West in Bastrop, right in front of Home Depot. Roscoe State Bank is an equal housing lender and a proud supporter of the Bastrop ISD and Cedar Creek Athletics. Roscoe State Bank, member FDIC.
Lori Tuggle, State Farm Insurance.
512-581-3939.
Lori Tuggle.
Call now. Home, auto, and life.
Lori Tuggle.
815 Highway 71 West, Suite D.
Lori Tuggle, State Farm Insurance.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1922.
All right, back here at Cub Stadium. Brenham Cubs running back a kickoff return. I didn't see where that one started at, Sam. Maybe you can help me out.
That was a short kick to the midfield, like 25. He fielded it like at the 24, 25-yard line, and the C's parted right in the middle.
Well, Eagles are going to have to come up big, down by 18 points. 3:53 to go in the first half. Here's Mendoza to kick off. The ball's on the way. It's a nice, strong kick. That ball's going to be tipped out of bounds.
Well, they're keeping it out of Javon's hands, which is exactly what I would do. I wouldn't kick it to him either.
I can't help but think that they recruited that man off the soccer team because he has got a leg on him. That wasn't even a kick. That was a line drive that never even thought about touching the ground. And the Eagles will come out and start 1st and 10 again at their own 25-yard line with 3:50 exactly left to go in the first half. Eagles are down 31-13 here on homecoming night in Brenham Cub Stadium. It's a beautiful night, a little muggy, but it's clear. We had some rain showers earlier, kind of soaked and made these aluminum bleachers they have here literal death traps. I thought I was going to fall down and break. It was like trying to walk on ice. Oh, Pruitt loses it. He goes to try to throw it, and as he jerked his arm back to cock it, he slipped out of his hand, had to recover it, and he's going to lose 6 yards
Brings up 2nd and 16.
on the mistake. So it's going to be 2nd down and 16 all the way back to the Eagle 19-yard line. There's a handoff to Mojica out the left side. He's trying to pop out. Picks up a couple.
He gets
did over the 20.
He did real good to get that, honestly.
He worked hard to get that. So they're going to mark him at the 21. So he's going to pick up 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 14 from the 21 as Pruitt looks to the sideline for the play. Mojica in the backfield. 2 split to the near side, 1 split to the top side. Pruitt has the ball. He's phased out to the left. He's looking to throw. He's going to allow one out there, and that ball's going to be, nearly intercepted.
No.
That ball intended for Clavin Clark, but he was heavily covered by 2 receivers up close and 1 short, and it was in and out of the hands of the Brenham Cubs defensive back. Nearly an interception, and the Eagles are going to be forced to punt yet once again.
That was a stop and go. But you got to watch that safety. If the safety's playing over the top, that play's not there. It would have been nice for us to hold on to. Oh,
that punt's blocked. That's going to be walked. Oh, no, he just covers it up. So that punt was blocked, and now the Brenham Cubs are going to have 1st and 10, or 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. We're going to call it the 6-yard line as the Eagles wheels on the wagon continue to come off. Do I dare say, Eagles of old?
It's been a while since it's been like this, Pete.
Yeah, it has been a while. It has been a while.
It's been a while. We just don't look good in any aspect of the game. We're not moving the ball. I mean, we've had 2 big plays, and that's pretty much it.
Well, I'm sure the Brenham Cubs are. They're right where they usually. They're a good team. They're a good, strong team. They always have been. They have the numbers. They have plenty of people on the sidelines for 2 and 3 deep. There's a snap, and Weiss breaks the tackle in the backfield. He's going to be forced out of bounds. A flag on the call, and it looks like it's probably going to be holding on the offense most likely.
That kid
He is quick.
Is fast.
He is quick. He's just, and there's nothing to him. I mean,
little.
he's probably 150 pounds, 160 pounds maybe. He's probably, what,
if he rolls
5'8", 5'9", maybe?
Maybe if he rolls around in the grass and gets wet from head to toe, he might weigh 150.
Are you going to read it? You good? All right. Yeah, study it. Yeah.
During the play, we have a hold on the green, 10-yard penalty. You beat down 1.
All right, as you hear, holding on the Cubs, it's going to back it up 5. So it's still going to be first and goal from the 16 now.
A lot of Brenham's success has been because he can buy time.
Yeah. That's a good point. One goes in motion for the Cubs. Here's a snap. Weiss looking to throw. He's got pressure. Here comes Flowers. Oh, and he's blocked in the back. And Garrison Weiss is just going to dump it out of bounds. And even then, he had plenty of time to think about that as Ian Flowers was running him down on the sideline. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 16-yard line as the Eagle secondary is
they're tightening up
covering well. They're tightening, yeah, exactly. They're tightening up and covering well on the receivers, not giving Garrison Weiss anywhere to throw it.
I wonder what year is this quarterback?
Garrison Weiss is he's a senior, so this is going to be his last hurrah.
Man, he was not their quarterback last year, was he?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I'll have to look back. There's a snap. Oh, nice hole opens up. Weiss is heading for the goal line, and he pulls it in for another Brenham Cub touchdown.
Great
play action fake.
Look, he's been their offense. Everything they're doing is because of him. We got to put Cade Edwards on him, or Reggie Smith. Somebody needs to spy him all the time. Everything they're doing is because of him.
37-13 as the Brenham Cubs continue to run away in the first half. We still got 24 minutes to go at the end for the second half to see what the Eagles can come up with.
You know,
Mendoza on for the extra point.
I feel athletically, the
bad hold.
Yeah, well, that could help us. Yep, that could help us. But I feel athletically, I mean, we've got more athletes on the field. It seems like to me, anyway.
So the extra points missed. It was a bad snap and a bad hold, and I think the holder's hand went farther than the ball did because that kicker kicked the snot out of it. So hopefully he's down there shaking it off. Going to probably have to find an ice pack on that at halftime. So the Brenham Cubs up 37-13 here with 2:11 left to go in the first half. The bands are moving to where they need to move to. The Eagles are in the whatever direction that is to my right in that end zone, and the Brenham Cubs are forming in the left end zone. It is homecoming, so I don't know if festivities are going to hold for halftime or if they're going to be after the game as far as their king and queen and court is concerned. But the Eagles are suffering nonetheless as the Brenham Cubs tee it up yet one more time at the 40.
What do you want to bet they don't kick it to Javon?
I don't know why they just don't kick it over all the way to the right side over there. There's nobody there. Mendoza with the Brenham Cub kickoff. Deep we have Colton Fitzhugh and Javon Livingston for the Eagles. It's on the way, and they're going to take a chance. They're going to get it to Livingston. He gets it at his own 2-yard line. He starts up the middle over the 15, cuts out to the left side. He's still on his feet. Breaks out to the left side. There goes Javon out to the left side. He's at the 35, the 40, and finally brought down. Oh, he's still on his feet. Now the whistle finally blows, and Javon Livingston with a 40-yard kickoff return all the way up to their own 42-yard line.
That was all him, too.
That man, every time he gets the ball, is a continuous threat, and he's so enjoyable to watch run with that ball because he's so fast and quick. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles from their own 42-yard line with 1:52 left to go in the half. That will really be a confidence booster if the Eagles could get on the board here before half. Here comes the blitz. That handoff to Mojica. He's got nowhere to go because he ran right into that right side of the linebacker on the blitz. He just picked the wrong hole at the wrong time, and he's going to be actually held for a loss of 1, so it'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Eagles. He actually probably had time to call an audible on that. He should have saw that.
Yeah, but
that
they
blitz
can't,
coming.
though.
Ball swung out to the left. It's going to be a double throw, and that ball's caught by Ty Pruitt. From Javon Livingston, Pruitt, grabbed on by the helmet. Brought down to the ground. Ty Pruitt with the reception. It's like you want to call that a flea flicker, you can call it a flea flicker because the ball was tossed out to the flat to Javon Livingston. Javon turned and fired to Ty Pruitt, coming up and slant on the right for the reception. First down Eagles. Now Pruitt's running for his life as he throws it out of bounds.
Oh, that should have been a penalty.
Late hit. I don't see any laundry.
Okay, there we go. Well,
is there a flag?
It's either going to be a penalty for a late hit or
roughing the passer.
Nope.
Oh, intentional grounding.
Yeah, and it was.
So Ty Pruitt was running for his life from two Brenham defenders, and he had to get rid of it. 1 minute, 3 seconds. And had to get rid of it. So he wasn't out of the pocket. He was straight back, and intentional grounding was called for the penalty. So it's going to be 2nd and 29 with 1:03 left to go here. Or 2nd and 29. Pruitt with the ball, looking to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got Payne Allen. Oh, and the ball was just overthrown.
Yeah, he was covered up, too.
Might have been a little contact there, but it was good defense on the Brenham Cubs as Payne Allen kind of had to turn and come back to it a little bit off his back shoulder because it was thrown behind him a bit. And Ty Pruitt just, other than a play or two, just continues to struggle with 56 seconds left to go here in the first half. Hopefully that second half will. Pruitt has the ball, rolls out to the left. He's got 3 on him. He's going to throw it. And out of bounds as he had wide open Javon Livingston, but the ball traveled out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down and 29.
He is getting pressured almost every single snap now.
Not sure what's happening to our offensive line, but it's been pretty much non-existent tonight, and they're just getting beat to death because they've been on the field actually, they haven't been on the field very long. I want to say the defense has been on the field longer than the offensive has.
Yeah, it really has. But Ty is getting pressure, and he's.
Back to punt is Christian Diaz for the Eagles, standing on his own 31-yard line with 48 seconds to go in the half. I'm still trying to figure out what the halftime festivities are going to be. And there's the punt. It's going to be a high one. It's going to be a short one. It's going to come down around the 32-yard line and take a Brenham bounce back towards the 40. Look like right to the 41-yard line. And that's where the Brenham Cubs will have 36 seconds.
It's a 19-yard punt.
36 seconds to see what they can do to do more damage to the Cedar Creek Eagles.
You're listening to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
Son of a, that's gonna leave a mark.
All right, 36 seconds left to go here at Brenham High School. He breaks one out to the left side. Here goes McCowan. He's strapped up by Cade Edwards, but not before he picks up about 7 yards on the play. It'll be.
He's hurt.
And Mr. McCowan comes off the field limping as it was a ankle tackle by Cade Edwards and just kind of twisted him up like a pretzel. Hopefully it's nothing serious as the Brenham Cubs call timeout.
They're sitting at the 47-yard line.
47-yard line, so it's
how much time left?
30 seconds.
Well, when they got that little water bug in the backfield, that's a lot of time.
So right now it sits to be 2nd down and 4 when they come out of this timeout.
You're tuned into the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
McGowan's going to stay on the sideline, it looks like. Got a new running back in on the backside. So we have Weiss in the shotgun position with 2 setbacks. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 split high to the top side. Ball coming off the left hash mark here, moving from left to right, or right to left. 30 seconds to go in the first half. One goes in motion. There's the snap and flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be a delay of game as a time clock. Oh, a false start.
You notice how low he squats?
I could have sworn that thing reached 0 because it reset to 25 like immediately.
You notice how low he squats when he takes the snap?
Yeah. So it's going to back it up to near the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 now for the Brenham Cubs. For sake of injury, it might be good just to kind of take a knee here and just go into halftime with a nice, comfortable 24-point lead. But Garrison, here's the snap. He goes back. He's looking to throw. He's going to arrow out that left side. And, in and out of the hands. Great defense by number 5, Damian Perez, to break up that pass intended for, who is that?
That's
Is that a 10 on his? Come on, turn,
is it
dude.
3 or?
Is it a 3? Yeah. Yeah, Travion Britton, intended receiver. I hate when they do that. Just turn. All right, here's another handoff to the left side. Garrison that ball's handed off to number 11. Javon Dixon. And that's going to take us to the halftime with your Cedar Creek Eagles 13, your Brenham Cubs 37 here on homecoming night at Brenham Cubs Stadium. We're going to be right back with Pistol Pete and Sam Houston live on SHN Sports and the Creek broadcast team.
This segment of Cedar Creek Eagle Football is brought to you by Bastrop Mobile Services. For mobile mechanic service and repairs on the go, call 512-718-8297 or find them on the web at www.bastropmobileservices.com.
The Creek broadcast team here for Bastrop Mobile Services. Serving the surrounding area since 2009, they offer a huge variety of services for you and your vehicles with affordable, competitive prices. And they have a only 5-star rating shop in Bastrop County. They offer on-site services and repairs for all cars, trucks, makes, and models. Fleet services to keep those crews on the job. Farm equipment service and repair to keep those hay bales stacking up. They work on heavy equipment to make sure you meet that deadline. They also have on-site professional welding services. It doesn't matter what the repair, big or small, on the go, or in their fully equipped shop. Call 512-718-8297 and set up your appointment today. Or you can find them on the web at www.bastropmobileservices.com. That's Bastrop Mobile Services for quality service on the go.
You're tuned in to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
The Creek broadcast team is here. We are very excited to tell you about a brand new local family-owned restaurant right here in Cedar Creek, Leo's Italian Grill. Leo's offers authentic Italian cuisine with a nice southern flair, surrounded by an atmosphere that welcomes family and friends. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or watching your favorite sporting event on the big screen, it's Leo's Italian Grill. Check them out on the web at www.leositaliangrill.net. Everything you need is right there at your fingertips. For a full menu, daily specials, go to leositaliangrill.net. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors. Let's go to Leo's. You're listening to Cedar Creek Eagle Football, sponsored by Ours RV Service Center of Georgetown, AUERSRV.com.
If you're from Texas, you understand the value of hard work, a warm smile, a firm handshake, and the loyalty of a friend. These defining qualities of what it means to be from Texas are the qualities you'll find in the folks at the Roscoe State Bank. Formed in 1906 out of the farming plains of West Texas, the Roscoe State Bank has been a model of true community banking for almost 110 years. Honesty, integrity, hard work, it's what being a Texan's all about. And that's what Roscoe State Bank is all about. Roscoe State Bank is a proud supporter of Cedar Creek Eagles and a member FDIC.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject, rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why State Farm agent Lori Tuggle in Bastrop focuses on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call State Farm agent Lori Tuggle in Bastrop, Texas at 512-581-3939 or look her up on her website at www.lorituggleagency.com, and let's put the life back in life insurance.
Welcome back to the Cedar Creek Eagles and Brenham Cubs on SHN Sports and the Creek Broadcast Network.
All right, back here at Brenham Cubs Stadium, where the Brenham Cubs are taking it to the Cedar Creek Eagles by a score of 37-13. It's been the Garrison Weiss show this first half for the Cubs, and the Eagles with a great pass reception for a touchdown by Clavin Clark, and a fumble recovery by Reggie Smith for a defensive touchdown gives only 13 points for the Eagles. We're going to recap everything when Sam comes back to the booth here, the Roscoe State Bank sponsored booth here at Brenham Cubs Stadium. And here what we're going to do in tradition of my broadcasting, as I'm on the air, I am a super band geek here, so we are going to listen to the Cedar Creek Band as they perform for their Eaglettes. We also know them as the Creek Sound. They have a huge competition tomorrow. It's the Cap City competition there at Burger Center Stadium, where in Austin, where we're going to have several bands show up and get some UIL practice time in, get their show kind of fine-tuned and cleaned up and getting ready for UIL competition. So tomorrow, starting early at Burger Center, the Cap City competition for all the for local high school bands. So that was the Eagle Band with the rendition of Shake It Off by Taylor Swift for the Eaglettes dance routine. And now as the Eagles move into their positions for their that's a familiar voice. My son Bart is home from college this weekend. He's on the stadium mic right now introducing his alma mater, his band from last year. So good for him. He's got two brothers, twin brothers, one bass drum and one tuba player. So it's been a family affair here tonight. I know Mom's here on the other side down here helping with all the front ensemble and everything. So this show is entitled In Shining Armor by your Cedar Creek Eagle Band, also known as the Creek Sound. All right, here we go. Your Cedar Creek Eagle Band in shining armor. What a great routine. They got a little polishing to do, a little cleaning to do, but all in all, great effort, great run. We're going to take a short break and come back with a few halftime stats. We got Sam Houston back in the house after taking care of some business. I'm Pistol Pete, live on SHN Sports and the Creek Broadcast Network. Brenham Cubs 37, Eagles 13.
Eagle fans, Leo's Italian Grill is staying open late on game nights till 12 a.m. so you can come in and celebrate the Eagle victory with Leo and his friends. Belly up to the bar or order up a great Italian treat. Located just west of Memorial Stadium, it's Leo's on the left. Leo's Italian Grill.
This segment of Cedar Creek Eagle football is brought to you by Fast Route Mobile Services. For mobile mechanic service and repairs on the go, call 512-718-8297. Welcome back to the Cedar Creek Eagles and Brenham Cubs on SHN Sports and the Creek Broadcast Network.
Good evening. On behalf of the Brenham High School Student Council, I welcome you to our 2019 Brenham High School Homecoming.
All right, back here at Brenham Cub Stadium. Sammy Houston got some stats for us here for the first half of, well, we're going to title it as the debacle in the East. I don't know what to call that. I mean, that was a Cedar Creek team that we have not seen yet this year.
Well, I do think this is the best team they played by far. I think Brenham is they're just better than everybody else we played. It kind of maybe exposed us a little bit on stuff. Ty spent most of the game pretty much running for his life.
Right.
He is 2 of 14 for 77 yards. Other than that, I mean, even Dominique, he's got, I think he has 6 carries for 11 yards. And our total offense in the first half is 162 yards. Tim
70 of that was to Clayvin Clark.
Yeah, 70 of that was to Clayvin Clark, and you got to remember that Tim threw one 42-yard touchdown pass, and Javon threw a 42-yard reception, and then Javon threw a 24-yard reception to Ty. So.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, we're not being real productive. But like I said, I mean, it does seem like that we're struggling getting our quarterback any type of protection whatsoever.
Well, I don't want to say that the Eagles came into this game taking the Brenham Cubs lightly, because that would just be suicide. I mean, because the Brenham Cubs, they have a great program over here. It's one high school in the middle of a small town that has great talent. It has great support behind that talent, not only as a coaching staff, but as a community. So homecoming here tonight for the Brenham Cubs as the Brenham Cub band starts to do their little dealio. And here in a minute, we'll listen to them a little bit just out of respect. But as far as the Brenham Cubs are concerned, I mean, it's been the Garrison Weiss story pretty much the whole half. The young man has been able to just do whatever he has wanted to do with that football, and whether he's going to throw it to McGowan or whether he's going to hand it off to McGowan or whether he's going to keep it and run for himself.
Or throw it.
He can throw it too.
His biggest plus to me has been if the more pressure you put on him, the more trouble you're going to get into. I mean, he eluded Ian Flowers several times. He eluded Alfred Collins. He eluded our best players.
We haven't called. We talk about people like Cade Edwards. Cade Edwards had quite a few tackles that first half. We didn't, other than some secondary, but as a second tackler in on the play, we haven't really called Alfred's name very much tonight.
Well, Alfred,
he hasn't. I haven't seen. I don't know if they're just running away from him or if they're holding him off, because I haven't seen him in the backfield but once.
Yeah, he has 3.5 tackles. So no, they're not. And actually, 2 of those tackles, Alfred ran down the line. Where they've been getting us all night with, and it doesn't matter if it's running or passing, is right up the gut. They're throwing all their big plays have come right down the seams, right down the hash marks, just throwing the ball right down the middle of the field. And as good as a quarterback is as the Brenham kid is, he doesn't throw far. I think he heaved one, and it might have gone maybe 35 yards, but he is deadly accurate on those 15 to 20-yard passes right down the middle. I mean, he's threading the needle, and those kids are running while they hit daylight, and they take off.
And like we mentioned before, the kid is quick as lightning.
Yeah, he's a water bug.
He can change directions.
Nobody's got a clean shot on him.
Nope.
I mean, I didn't realize how fast. I know Cade's not slow, and I know Cade's gift is he can read an angle like nobody's business. And that kid got around him, and you don't see that at all. You don't see nobody beat Cade to the corner.
Well, you hit the nail on the head when you said that Cedar Creek hasn't seen a team like this yet this season, and unfortunately, it's the first game of district play tonight here at Brenham. And it's going to be. I'd like to be a fly on the wall down in the Cedar Creek locker room right now to see if it's a come to Jesus meeting or if it's you need to pull it out now or.
I think a lot of it is. I mean,
we're on a historical run as it is at 3-0. No Cedar Creek team has ever started out 3-0, even though they've been non-district play. But nonetheless,
none of them have started 3-0.
No, exactly.
You know, they're 3/4 of the way of our most wins for a season right now. You know, so.
But unfortunately, going towards a playoff berth, those wins don't count. So there has to be district wins, and we really could use a good start to this one here. So they are doing the homecoming festivities here at halftime as the King and Queen's Court are being announced right now with the band and under a looks like an ROTC umbrella of sabers. Pretty neat little dealio with all the Brenham flags being held by the color guard. It's a nice little setup for the fans here in Brenham Cubs. That's old. That was like when speakers were made of wood. So not much to, I mean, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. We can sit here and try to sugarcoat it all we want as far as the way the Eagles played that first half, but it was.
We've got to get. We don't have a crazy mobile quarterback like that. So I mean, we have to create him a little bit of time to throw the ball, and I mean, and you got to look at the offensive line there. I mean, there's nobody else.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I mean, watching at the quarterback position, watching Ty play, the potential is there for him to be a great quarterback, but I don't know if he's thinking too much or if he's not thinking enough. I don't know where it's at. I'm not sure where he's at on that because it seems like he gets caught in the middle of something and it almost looks like he's like in the middle of posing and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I got to do something here. Well, and ends up losing the ball or ends up whatever.
I think the defense is confusing him. I think they're changing coverages at the last second, which takes his windows away. The other thing else, because that's what we concentrate on, is those short throws. These guys are coming up in the gap. I mean, they're coming up. They're taking our passing lanes away. They're putting so much pressure on him right off the bat. They're not giving him time to throw. And when he does throw, he's probably rushed. And you know, he's thrown several high, but he's also had several drop tonight too.
Yeah. Yeah, we started out in that first quarter with 3 passes that were dropped, and by people that normally do not. I mean,
this year they've been catching the
Alex
ball.
dropped one. Yeah. Alfred dropped one, and he's usually a guy that you can throw anywhere near him, and he's going to catch the ball.
Alfred was probably shocked that he got the ball thrown to him in a live game.
Might have been right. That might have been exactly what it was.
And
I didn't think about that.
and really, one of our bread and butters is our screenplay. Well, Brenham's watched so much film on us that didn't work at all. I mean, that's where a lot of our big touchdown plays have come off of that screen. But they didn't fall for it at all. I mean, I think we've only called it twice, and neither one of them worked. So it'll be interesting. I think we've definitely got to pick up the protection for a little bit at least. Tim showed pretty good elusiveness. He got away from a sack. He got around the corner on another one. It's just man, we got to give him a little bit of time. If we can't sit here and blame the quarterback the whole time when literally he's running.
I'm not doing that. He's running for his life. His offensive line is giving him maybe 2 or 3 seconds at best, and then completely collapsing.
It might be 0.2 or 0.3 seconds. But that's the other thing to do, to ask a quarterback to throw on a dead run. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's a lot to ask. And you can remember, Ty's just a junior.
Right.
You know, that's a whole lot to ask.
And his first year at varsity ball.
Yeah, it's I think playing on varsity last year as a sophomore, even though it was at receiver, I think that actually helped him a lot.
Oh yeah,
you know, it slowed.
And he grew. He grew a few inches, and he put on some weight, put on some muscle. I mean, he's growing into a contender. There's no doubt about it.
I definitely noticed his arm strength's a little bit better.
Yeah.
I mean, he's than it was last
true.
year anyway. His arm strength is a little better. I mean, he can get it out there 40 yards now. You know, he can probably throw a little bit farther than that if he has a little bit of time.
Yeah. You don't see him. You don't see him really step into it. Like you said, he throws on the run a lot, and he throws on a two-step or three-step drop where he doesn't really get a chance to lean into it and throw it.
Yeah, everything's short. I mean, that's how our offense is designed now. And
but if the offensive line's not giving him enough time, then it's not giving enough time for the play to develop as far as the receivers are concerned, so he's got nobody to throw to anyway.
And you look up, and our receivers are being contested every single play.
Yeah.
They're getting hit. So it's taking longer for them to get to their routes, which that's not helping the quarterback any.
Well,
but I do like the offense from the last couple of years. I mean, I think it's evolved, and I think you got to give Coach Hoffman a tremendous amount of credit, because literally we're sitting here complaining, you know, about inefficiency, but we have 3 drops. You know, last year we were averaging anywhere between 11 and 13 drops per game.
That's true.
We didn't catch the ball last year. These kids right now are 1,000 times better receivers than they were. I think Coach Hoffman deserves a whole lot of praise for what he's been able to do with our receiving corps.
Well, I'm sure Coach Edwards is probably reading them the riot act in there, saying, "Hey, you got 24 minutes to turn this thing around." They're not out of it. I mean, if their defense can step up and they can get a quick score to set the Cubs back on their heels, but at the same time, getting a quick score is one thing. But if we can't contain the Cubs,
that's the other thing.
And Garrison Weiss, then we don't know what's going to happen with McGowan. He kind of went out a little lame there towards the end of the first half. Dalen McGowan was their primary running back and receiver out of the backfield. So we're going to see if he returns for the second half. He was a huge contribution to that first half onslaught.
He was a big part of it. He was a big part of the running game. That's the thing. I mean, he was chunking off 8-10 yards at a time, sometimes breaking them deep, and then, man, they'd run an option where the quarterback kept the ball, and if that kid has a slither of a hole, he's gone. I think he's probably the fastest kid on the field, honestly.
So we got next week. Let's look forward a little bit. You know, I know we got 24 minutes left to play in this game here, but what's the mindset going to be coming out of this game, depending on the outcome, going into that crosstown rival against the Bastrop Bears next Friday night at Memorial Stadium?
Yeah, that's a rivalry game. We've never won it.
I truly believe those are two schools that hate each other.
Yeah, and Bastrop does not want to lose, and Bastrop's always.
Cedar Creek lost by 1 point last year. They had an opportunity.
They've lost by a total of 3 points in the last 2 years. Yep. In all honesty, I mean that's that says something. When I think the 4 previous games before that, what was it, 177-4 or 5, something crazy like that. So yeah, I mean.
But we have the Bastrop Bears are coming in 3-0 to tonight's game. They're playing Weiss tonight at Memorial Stadium, and Weiss is no slouch.
No,
I'd be curious to see what the score of that game is. If somebody can text me and let me know what the score of the Weiss Bastrop game is.
Yeah, there you go, Scotty. We need to know the score of that game.
Somebody looked that up on the other company that KMAC Sports.
The 2019 Brenham High School homecoming queen is Desiree Jones.
Well, Desiree's your new queen.
Desiree is a distinguished athlete at Brenham High School. She's the captain of the cross-country team. She is represented by Brenham High School at the state meet. She is also a member of the cadet soccer team. On the track team, Desiree made all district, was regional finalist. She represents Brenham High School's academics as well as athletics, being an academic All-American athlete. Congratulations to Desiree Jones and all of our 2019 Brenham High School homecoming court. We would like to extend thanks to our entire community and all of our fans here tonight.
Am I reading that right?
I hope everyone is enjoying homecoming.
Either somebody's not updating their scoreboard,
I don't think it's updating.
or somebody's not.
Yeah, I don't think that game's 0-0 still.
No.
Man, it stinks. Like everybody I knew that would have been at that game, their kids already graduated.
Yeah, right. So do not know. I guess I can do one other thing here. Let's text the voice of Bastrop Bear football himself, Mr. Robert Artist.
There you
Artist,
go.
And see if he can't. We'll see if we get an answer from Roberto. All right, so now it's like the Brenham Cub band is going to play their fight song, it looks like, because here come the Brenham Cubs onto the field. The Cedar Creek Eagles are in their tunnel, and the cheerleaders getting ready to hoist the banner up for them to run through. Hopefully it's a sign of luck, and hopefully it says beat the Cubs on the backside of that banner, because the Eagles are going to need all the luck they can get to make up this 24-point deficit here in Brenham, as the tarp acts like a parachute, and they are fighting that thing. Oh, my gosh. One of these kids are going to get blown away by this thing. It's like a sailboat sail, man. They spent some money on that one. What a beautiful banner. Big, huge. I don't know. That's probably, what, 12 by 18 or so?
Least. That's huge.
Cedar Creek Eagles with the big eagle emblem in the middle. Hopefully they can get it torn open. There they come. Here come the Cedar Creek Eagles sporting the American flag and the Texas flag, being led out by number 5, Damian Perez, as they bounced that Texas flag off the turf a few times.
Come on, Alex.
Oh, boy. You get some Texas Ranger go flying across the field and freaking tackle him. What in the cornbread hell are you doing, boy? Good thing Willie Nelson's not in the crowd tonight. All right, so 12 minutes showing on the clock. Brenham Cubs up 37-13 here. Start the third quarter. We're going to see if the Eagles change tactics a little bit. They are going to receive the kickoff to start the second half. We have Colton Fitzhugh and Javon Livingston deep for the Eagles, and Ashton Figueroa, Clayvin Clark, and on that far side over there, it looks like maybe Alex Martinez on the short side of the kick.
You know, Pete, we didn't mention that Javon's only touched the ball twice. Once was on a pass that he threw for 25 yards. The other was on a kickoff return that he went for 45 yards.
Yep. All right, here's the kickoff. Mendoza from the 40 to start the third quarter, and Colton Fitzhugh has the ball, runs up to the left side. He's got a little run room. He breaks 2 tackles. He's at the 40. He breaks another one all the way up to the 50-yard line. Colton Fitzhugh to start that third quarter spark with a nice 46-yard kickoff return to put the Eagles in Brenham territory, 1st and 10 from the Brenham 46-yard line. Colton Fitzhugh turning on the steam.
That's exactly what they needed to get started. Now we need to get the ball into Javon's hands and see if we can get Payne involved a little bit. We've got Clay 1-1 on the outside, on top.
Got Payne Allen to the near side, Javon Livingston on the inside slot there on the top side. Can't see that number. It's like Clayvin Clark. 2 to the setback. Here comes Pruitt, has the ball, hands it off. Cuts back up the middle over the line of scrimmage to about the 47-yard line. Looks like he's going to pick up 3 on the play. I think that was number 34 for the – was that 34 or was that Dom? That looked like 34.
That was Dom.
That was Dominic? I thought it might have been Chris Freeman on that carry. Pruitt out to the left side. There's a flag on the play. Clark breaks loose. He's over top of the first down marker. Oh, gets slammed to the ground out about the 33-yard line. Looks like the flag came down in the vicinity of probably holding on this back side of the
flags on the play. There's one on the far side, too.
Might be one that might be offsetting. Might get a do-over here as flag in the secondary as Clavin Clark was slammed to the ground pretty hard. Was that Clay or was that?
That was.
I think it was Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see Martinez out there.
Fouls on the play. We have a hold. And we have a personal foul. Shot block.
Oh, both of them against the Eagles.
The 15-yard penalty.
Go big or stay at home, we always say. 15-yard penalty is going to be stepped off. So what momentum we had starting.
We have 2 fouls. We have a hold on the white. That's confused. Personal foul. Shot block. 15-yard penalty. Repeat down 1.
It's like the referee's trying to land aircraft out there.
Kind of looks like the guy on.
So with all that said, the ball's all the way back into Eagle territory at their own 38-yard line, where it's going to be second down and 86. No, I don't know what it is, like second down and like 22 yards. Pruitt, shotgun position, has the snap, fakes it, jumps it out to Javon Livingston. He's got a little juke in. Oh, and he's stabbed hard by number. Oh, I just don't like their jerseys. You can't see their numbers.
It's hard to see.
Is that an 87? There is no 87. What is that? Anyway, Brenham Cub came up big on that big side. Looks like number 20. Looks like 23 is who it was. Adam Villataro with that tackle. Here's the snap. Pruitt's fading back, looking to throw up that right side. He's got one. Oh, had Javon Livingston just a little high. He had a step on his defender, and that's going to bring out the punting crew for the Cedar Creek Eagles as they get blanked on their first drive of the second half.
That's got to be a high ball. You got to throw that up and let Javon run underneath it. I mean, we've had several opportunities where we've beat them deep. It's a relatively short punt. About 23-yard punt.
Is going to be down at the Cubs 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cubs.
Just trying to update some
Did you get text back?
scoreboards here. All right, this third quarter brought to you by Bastrop Mobile Services for on-the-go car repairs, all makes and models, farm equipment, heavy equipment. The guy even fixes golf carts, small engine repair, you name it. They can fix it over there at Bastrop Mobile Services. All right, 1st and 10 for the Cubs. Oh, nowhere to go as Reggie Smith on the linebacker blitz read that one like a book on a bathroom. Oh, we'll stop it there. Reggie Smith came through out of nowhere and just put the hurting. I can't even see who that running back was. Garrison Weiss barely had a time to turn to tuck it and hand it off when Reggie Smith just came out of nowhere and threw the young man for about a 4-yard loss. It's going to be second down and 14.
Well, right now he's had the best game on defense. He's got
shotgun position. Garrison has the ball, looking to throw on a slant pass. Oh, nearly intercepted as the ball was tipped. Pass intended for number
6.
No, the tall kid, number 3 right there. Trayvon Britton, intended receiver. 3rd down and 14.
Reggie's got 2 tackles, fumble recovery, a touchdown, and a sack. So he's had a pretty good game.
He's had several good games on defense. No doubt about it.
He's always been one of our best players, I thought.
Shotgun position, 1 setback, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, has the snap. Oh, Garrison got a lot of pressure. He scrambles and gets away, but not for very long as he gets swallowed up by who?
32.
Reggie Smith.
32.
Reggie Smith and number 32 for the Eagles, Jafar Johnson. Good friend of my boys. They grew up together in middle school.
Of Bart's?
Jafar. Jafar, like Aladdin. Jafar.
J-A-F-A-A-R.
Right.
Okay.
J-A'-F-A. Yes, exactly. So the Brenham Cubs are being forced to punt here on a swap of stumped offensive plays. 8:58 to go. The punter standing on his own 15-yard line has to go get it. Oh, and that ball is nearly blocked, but he gets a good punt away. Fair catch caught at the 35-yard line. He had a ton of room to think about that, as Ashton Figueroa probably could have ran that back for 15 or 20 yards. I think he thought that special teams punt crew was coming faster than he really was. And the Eagles are going to be 1st and 10.
Yeah, they needed that. That's a good defensive series.
At their 35-yard line.
Be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 35-yard line.
You're listening to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
All right, 1st and 10, Ty Pruitt looking to get things started here. Running back on his right shoulder is Dominique Mojica. 3 to the near side, 1 to the top, has the snap, hands it off to Mojica. He finds a hole up the middle. He's going to scramble for about 3 before he's dragged down right in the middle of the field. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
See, really, that's
they're going to give him a great forward progress. It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
And that's all we need. We can get 3.5, 4 yards of carry. We're good.
I would just settle for a 1st down or 2. Pruitt in the shotgun has the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got to scramble. He's going to go down for a sack. No help on that right side whatsoever. As number 28 and number 27 for the Brenham Cubs, John Tavian Robinson and Lonnie Brown in on that sack. Takes him all the way back to the 29-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 16 as the Eagles 1 step forward, 2 step back playbook. Shotgun position, 1 setback, 3 split. Pruitt looking to throw. Got no time. He scrambles away from 1. He's looking to air it out. Oh, and he has to come back to it. Bounces off the turf, but don't think he caught it. No, that ball intended for Javon Livingston, and that's going to have to be another punt situation as Pruitt continues to run for his life. What does that remind you of, Sam? It reminds me of a young kid a couple years ago that played quarterback that had a lot of the same issues of couldn't do a lot and got criticized a lot, but he didn't. Nobody realized. Yeah, Tristan and Hunter, both running for their lives.
Yep. Tristan was I think our offensive line was much better when Hunter came around. Tristan
There's
had
a
to
snap
run.
for the punt. Oh, I don't know
That's
where the
not
flag
too
was
bad.
on that, but that punt there bounces straight up in the air at about the 35-yard line and down by the Eagles by Clavin Clark. And the Brenham Cubs will start 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line with 7:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. 37-13, Brenham Cubs.
I think what helped too is honestly Tristan and Hunter could have both played running back.
Oh yeah.
And you know,
I would have loved to seen Hunter play receiver. If we'd had another
well, I mean,
he was just begging to play safety.
Yeah, he's begging to play defense. But he'd have been happy playing receiver too.
Yeah. He's a fast kid, man. Extremely strong and fast. All right, Garrison with the ball. A little snap pass out to the left side. It's going to be swallowed up for a loss back to the 30-yard line. Looks like they're getting forward progress at the 30.
That's Ian Flowers on the
little screen pass out to the left flat there. Ends up in a 4-yard loss. Should be 2nd down and 14 for the Brenham Cubs.
I tell you, Ian has really, really come into his own. He was pretty good last year, but he's on every play.
Oh, he breaks loose up the left side. He breaks 1 tackle. He's got 1 to bring him down, and Javon Livingston's the man, number 11.
I think he broke
Javon Dixon.
I think he broke about 9 tackles in all
There's
that.
a flag in the backfield. Usually indicates some kind of holding. So that usually what opens up that hole is a big old hold. So Brenham Cubs, that nice little 30-some yard run is going to be null and void. It's going to cost him a couple. as number 11, Javon Dixon, darn near ran off to the races there, but Javon Livingston was able to
run him down,
track him down. 6:31 to go in the third.
Think what it's like for Javon to play both ways on every.
In this heat and humidity, the kid's just a beast, man. But such a nice kid, man. We had him out there for the coaches' corner that night at Leo's Italian Grill on Highway 21. And just when he received the SHN Sports Player of the Week, that week they played for Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
Or the week they played Aikens, for Aikens. Or I can't remember what it was. Fredericksburg, I think.
I think it was Fredericksburg.
Yeah. Because Ty Pruitt got the one against Aikens. That's what that week, yeah. All right, so the Brenham Cubs are kind of going backwards here a little bit, all the way back to their own 23-yard line, where it's going to be third down and about 20, maybe 21. As they make some play or changes, number 22 comes in the game, Caden Watts, 160-pound sophomore.
We had them in several third and longs in the first half that they actually converted on. But we've been doing a better job. We're getting a little more pressure.
So one setback, two to the top, two to the bottom, hands off up the middle. He breaks a couple of tackles, but he's wrangled down by one Mr. Rangel, William Rangel. Brings him down as a solo tackle. That ball carrier, Javon Dixon, didn't get going, and on comes the punting team.
That's exactly what we need. Need to be able to hold him a little bit. I'm still wondering why. I'm wondering why Clay or Javon isn't fielding the punts deep.
So deep for the Eagles is number 12, Ashton Figueroa. He's standing at his own 40-yard line, which this guy's got a better leg than that. I'd probably back up about 10. Here's a snap, and blocked! Alfred Collins, and the ball is it picked up by the Eagles?
Yep, we got
Alfred Collins came in big. Big man Alfred Collins, 6'6", 280 pounds. That dwarfed that punter, and he just swallowed that ball up, and the Eagles are going to have the ball 1st and 10 inside the Brenham Cubs 10-yard line.
This is exactly what they needed to happen. Little bit of luck.
Alfred Collins came in there like a seasoned NFL outside. What are you? Come on, help me out here, Sam.
End.
Defensive end. That's what I'm saying. Oh, everybody's like, who is this idiot on the radio? Yeah, never claimed to know anything about football.
Oh, that's a big hole for Dominique.
Dominique Mojica on the carry, gets down inside the 5. Looks like they're going to mark it about the 3 as the Eagles are knocking on the Brenham Cubs cage. 4:27 to go in the third. This is a big score for these Eagles if they can get in the end zone. Pruitt shotgun position. Mojica. He keeps this one. He's following Mojica in. He's brought down. Is he just shy of the goal line? It looks like they're going to mark it about the half-yard line, maybe a hair more, where it's going to be 2nd down and goal. Pruitt lines up quickly. Shotgun, one setback on the left side. Pruitt keeps this one again. Oh, and he goes in there. And he's stopped again. The exact same play. He's trying to follow Mojica into a hole, but I just don't think Mojica's big enough to make that hole. I think they need to do something a little different here. It's 3rd down and goal.
They got to open him up a little bit, let him pick a hole.
He either needs to fake to the inside and then roll to the outside or do something.
Well, and honestly,
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom, 2 setbacks. Pruitt with the snap. He's looking to throw.
Logo.
Oh, did he catch it? Incomplete pass, 4th down and goal. Oh, that was 4th and goal. Turned it over on downs?
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Bad decision making. That was not a good decision.
I mean, we've got 3rd and goal. I mean, first 3 downs, 4 downs. Mojica is our most powerful runner. No ifs, ands, or buts. You know, I think I'd have to give it to him inside the 3-yard line 4 times in a row if I'm doing it. Let him bull his way in.
Or remember last year when we used to set Cade up in the backfield?
Or give it to Cade. We had Cade and Jacob last year. But I don't think Ty's strength is running through a crowded offensive.
300-pound guys. Yeah. All right, snap into the backfield. That might be a safety. Did he get him? Oh, he broke over the line. Nearly caught him for a 2-point safety. Ian Flowers came in quick. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. As Ian Flowers broke through, nearly caught him in the end zone.
Here's what worries me. If Waterbug gets a slip right here, with everybody playing this tight.
There's Garrison. Hungs it out there to dry. Incomplete
Great
pass. Great play by number 5, Damian Perez, to break that up.
Man, if he catches that, he's probably gone.
So that pass intended for number 80 or number 3, Travion Britton, broken up by Perez. Brings up 3rd and 11. Garrison Weiss lined up in his own end zone with 1 setback off his left shoulder. 2 receivers split near side, 2 to the top side. Garrison has it, looking the same play, going to float it up there. He's out of bounds catching that ball.
Well, the referee fell down. Yes, he was out of bounds.
He was out of bounds when he caught it, so that's going to bring up 4th and 11, and he's going to have a short. He's going to have a short snap if they decide to punt this. He's going to have to get this thing off quick unless it's going to be a fake. If you're going to fake, now would probably be the time. But then again, 4th and down, so you better, if you fake it, you better take it to the house because.
Yeah, it's too short a field.
Way too short a field.
Well, and they already had the last punt blocked, and now they're looking at.
So Jackson Mueller standing on his own end zone back line. Oh, he gets it away. Nice job. The ball comes down takes a nice Brenham bounce.
We misplayed it.
And it's going to go out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Had a chance to pin him again, and
that's a huge play for that punter. Yeah. That is an ugly place to punt from. And
that was a 62-yard punt on about a 4.5, maybe a 5-yard snap.
And a one-step
kick. Good for that young man. He got his team out of trouble there really quick, and the Eagles will have 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Make that a 61-yard punt. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Here's Pruitt. High snap. Hands it off to Mojica. He's got a hole up the middle. He's over the 50. Cuts out to the outside. He's got two players to beat and finally gets brought down at the 45-yard line in Brenham Cup territory. Dominique Mojica with his longest run of the evening from snap. 2:27 to go in the 3rd.
Keep feeding him.
He cut all the way back across the opposite side of the field. Pruitt rolls out to the right. He's looking to throw. A lot of pressure. He just throws that one away.
I think that might.
I don't think he was in the.
Oh, yeah, he was inside the tackle.
No flags on the play, so we got away with that one. So.
He did have a receiver somewhat in the area.
You're tuned into the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
There's a snap. Mojica with the handoff at the left side. Finds a little bit of hole. Gets up near the 40 to about the 41-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 5, it looks like.
You know, he's hitting 3.5, 4 yards every time at least.
Yeah. 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Nobody scored yet here in the 3rd quarter. Pruitt rolls out to the left side, picks up a block, and throws that one to I'm not sure who. Incomplete pass. You can't throw the ball with hope. You have to throw the ball knowing what you're doing.
He was double covered too, so he could have been throwing it away. But you got to have more than one option. That's I don't think they're giving him a whole lot of.
So 4th and 5, they're going for it. Here's Pruitt fading back. He's looking to throw. He lets one go. That ball's incomplete. And the Brenham Cubs will take over on downs again in good territory, right around the 45-yard line.
We give them in midfield. I mean, it's almost worth just punting there and trying to pin them back as far as you can.
Yeah. If you had somebody that could punt that thing just super duper high and get a chance for their.
Yeah. Well, you've noticed they've changed their punting styles too. We don't do rugby no more.
Hunter was the master of that. He had that down pat.
I think it gives you an opportunity to run for it too if you have the opening.
All right, here's a snap, and Garrison has on a slant pass. Ooh, no flag on the play. Ashton Figueroa on the coverage. That pass intended for number 24, Lorenzo Vega.
Well,
incomplete.
Here's the problem, Pete. We don't have a safety over the top right now, so if they do complete that pass,
there's nobody.
There's nobody there.
Unless he runs into the referee or the back judge, I mean. So a minute 38 to go here in the third. Eagles still down 37-13. So far a scoreless third quarter for either team, and I think the Brenham Cubs are completely happy with that. So far as they have the ball, Garrison takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, got a little running room, gets up over top of the 45 to about midfield. They're going to mark it right at the 50-yard line. It's going to be short of the first down marker.
That's Reggie again.
Looks like it's going to be.
Dixon takes the ball to the midfield stripe.
Should be 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2 as Jackson Mueller comes in a receiver position. To the near side, we got Britton. And one split to the top side, one setback. Garrison has it. He's looking to run. He's in the grass. He's going to go down hard. Ian Flowers grabbed onto him like a rag doll and just threw him down. Alfred Collins in there to help finish him off. That's going to be a loss of down, or loss of yardage. It's going to bring out the punting crew again for the Brenham Cubs. Ball will be placed at the 45-yard line in Cub territory, so it's going to be 4th down and 8.
Ian did a great
4th
job.
down and 7.
Ian did a great job of playing both the quarterback and the option pitch. He took it away.
Mendoza back to punt for the Cubs, standing on his own 31-yard line. Here's a snap. Ooh, nearly blocked again. He gets that one away. A nice punt. That ball's got Ashton Figueroa at the 15-yard line. Steps up to the left, right side.
Oh,
cuts back to the middle.
Tackle. Golly,
yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
A tackle on our part or their part?
No, we literally tackled the defender.
Oh. Was that Cade?
No, it wasn't Cade.
Oh.
It's 51.
So a flag on the play. Rangel got a little rambunctious and brought down a defender like a bulldozer.
I forgot he wasn't on defense, that's
yeah. Forgot to delineate between special teams and defense. And
there's more than one flag, so we might have a personal foul too.
So the ball right now is being placed at the 22-yard line where the cluster of flags is laying. We're going to wait for the outcome here.
During your turn, we have a hold on white. We also have illegal block in the back on white.
So 2 fouls against the Eagles. Penalties have not helped us tonight at all. As we're going to back it up a little bit more from the 22-yard line. Ultimately, I believe it's going to probably end up on the 7-yard line after all this is said and done. Is that 15 yards from the spot of the foul?
No, it should be 10.
Just 10?
Yeah.
During your turn, we have the illegal block in the back against the white. That penalty is reviewed. We also have a hold on the white, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Okay, so it's going to be 1st down and 10 as they back it up to, looks like the 12-yard line in Eagle territory. Yes, 12-yard line with 7 seconds left to go in the third. So Ty Pruitt, shotgun position, got Mojica off his left shoulder. Near side we have Payne Allen. Top we have, looks like Vin Clark, and in the middle.
No, they're just
where to go.
They're just bringing everybody now.
Yeah.
They know we're struggling throwing the ball.
So Mojica with the carry gets thrown to the ground for a loss. If it lose 2 on, it's going to be 2nd down and 12 for the Eagles. As it looks like the wind has completely gone out of their sails after that first failure there to start that third quarter. They had an opportunity to put it in the end zone and just didn't. I mean, failure is a bad word. I don't mean to use that. It's not good. But they had a great opportunity from 2 yards out to put it in, couldn't get it in, ended up turning it over on downs. But that's going to end the third quarter. So as we go into the fourth quarter, the Brenham Cubs up 37-13 on the Eagles here on the night of their homecoming. You're listening to SHN Sports, the Creek broadcast team. I'm Pistol Pete along with Sam Houston. We'll be right back.
The Roscoe State Bank strongly supports the efforts of the Bastrop Chamber of Commerce and its We Believe in BISD campaign, which unites the community and local businesses in support of the Bastrop Independent School District. Bastrop and Cedar Creek schools have great teachers helping great kids achieve great things. At the Roscoe State Bank, we do believe in BISD and in its mission to provide pathways with pride and purpose for all of its students. Find out more at WeBelieveInBISD.com.
Eagle fans, Leo's Italian Grill is staying open late on game nights till 12 a.m. so you can come in and celebrate the Eagle victory with Leo and his friends. Belly up to the bar or order up a great Italian treat. Located just west of Memorial Stadium, it's Leo's on the left. Leo's Italian Grill.
Welcome back to the Cedar Creek Eagles and Brenham Cubs on SHN Sports and the Creek Broadcast Network.
Holy shnikes.
Yeah, that holy shnikes right there by Chris Farley means that we just got word that the Bastrop Bears are down to the Weiss. What is Weiss called?
I don't know.
Down to Weiss, Pflugerville Weiss to 34-7 with 8 minutes to go in their game. Ty Pruitt airs one out to Javon Livingston, but comes up short and brings up another fourth down. Javon Livingston well defended. Gets met on the sideline by Coach Edwards. Maybe a word or two of encouragement. 12 minutes left to go, 11 minutes, 47 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Time's running out for the Eagles, down 24 points to the Brenham Cubs as Shelby Morgan stands in his own end zone waiting to punt this one away. Deep for the Brenham Cubs. I can't see the number. Morgan gets it away. It's a low punt, and it's going to hit and take an eagle bounce, a great eagle bounce, all the way down over the 50 to the 40. Keeps on going all the way down to the 31-yard line. That was a nice nearly a 60, almost a 70-yard punt for Shelby Morgan as it comes down at the 31-yard line. So we're going to call it 69 yards. And if you want to give him a couple yards in the end zone, even though there's no markers there, it was over 70 yards.
They're the Wolves, Weiss Wolves.
That's right, the Weiss Wolves. I heard they were pretty good this year. They're contenders after this is their first year with seniors in that brand new high school. Brenham Cubs 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line, moving left to right now after the quarter change. 11:28 to go. Let me update that while I just reminded myself. Fourth quarter.
It's Rung Hill again.
This fourth quarter is going to be sponsored by Ours RV Service in Georgetown. If you can catch his phone number in our ads during this quarter, give him a call if you need some RV service. He'll take care of you. No job too big, no job too small. He does upgrades, improvements. Most jobs out in less than 5 days. Some jobs just take longer. There's a handoff up to the left side. He's got room. He cuts back to the middle. Number 11 for the Brenham Cubs is off to the races. He's got nobody contending him, and he's going to take it to the house on a 69-yard run all the way back. So that puts the Brenham Cubs up 43-13 on that 69-yard run by number 11, Javon Dixon. Breaks one loose for 69. And the extra point is up. And it's good. 44-13. Brenham Cubs sink one more nail into that Cedar Creek Eagle coffin. My, oh my. When it rains, it pours. Well, at least there's no, after tonight, there's not going to be any more undefeated teams in our district. Bastrop getting handed to him by the Weiss Wolves. So, Robert texted and said, he saw our score and he said, I guess both of our Super Bowls are next week. So, yeah, it's like the A&M Texas Longhorn game. You know, it's always going to be a good game. At least here in the last few years it has been. So, next Friday night at Memorial Stadium, 7 o'clock kickoff is going to be the Bastrop Bears and the Cedar Creek Eagles are going to lock the proverbial horns and do battle as crosstown rivals like no other. They doing a jalapeno eating contest this year. Have you heard at Whataburger?
I don't know. They didn't do it last year.
No, it's just the year before that there was some trouble, and I think they canceled it. All right, so Brenham Cubs line it up on the 40-yard line. Victor Mendoza kicks it off. It's a short kick.
That's
short
trouble.
little chop.
That's trouble. They're going to get it back.
It went 10 yards. So kind of treated like an onside kick. It's like the Cedar Creek Eagles just kind of dropped their guard there and let the ball hit the ground. The ball only was kicked probably 22 yards, and doesn't matter if a Cedar Creek player touches it or not, or maybe they did touch it.
No, they did not. They didn't even know it was kicked behind them.
So is that how an onside kick works then? So I thought somebody had to touch it.
It just has to go 10 yards.
Just has to go 10 yards no matter what.
It's a live ball when it hits 10 yards.
Let me write that one down.
Now,
so the Brenham Cubs got the ball back with 10:27 to go on an onside kick, we're going to call it, even though it was probably the ugliest one I've ever seen. But nonetheless, handoff to number 8, McCowan back in the game. I guess he's not hurt anymore as Garrison hands it off, and he's going to pick up. Actually, he's going to lose a yard. He's going to drop it back to 2nd down and 11 as McGowan lost a yard on the carry. So 2nd down 11 for the Brenham Cubs from the Eagle 37-yard line. Weiss, shotgun position, hands it out to McGowan.
Oh,
no, nice blitz by Reggie Smith before the handoff could happen. Garrison Weiss is going to spend the next couple of minutes picking Reggie Smith out of his face mask. My goodness, that was the equivalent of a dirt clot stuck in the helmet. Reggie Smith just came out of nowhere.
Reggie didn't know who had the ball. He was just going to hit them both.
I think he's a little upset. Don't blame him.
Well, he's our
They threw him for a 7-yard loss.
He's been playing lights out tonight.
6-yard loss. 3rd down and 15 for the Cubs right at the 42-yard line. Here's the snap. Weiss has it. Looks out to the right side. He's going to throw it. Got one on a slant. He's got some real estate to cover. Gets enough for a 1st down. The Brenham Cubs move the chains all the way down to the 22-yard line, 1st and 10. Jan Townsend with the catch. Picks up about 14 yards. Actually, had to have been 16 yards in order to get the 1st down.
That's that same middle crossing route that they get us
It's just
on
a simple little slant, man. It's all about the quarterback throwing the ball just right.
The inside guy runs a wheel route.
Yep.
The outside guy just runs a drag across the middle. And
that
he's
wheel
been
route
wide open both times because everybody's chasing the wheel route.
Right, exactly.
Man, look at this big old number 80 or number 10.
Nowhere to go there as Alfred Collins wraps up the handoff. Number 8, McCowan, trying to figure out where that freight train came from.
Don't he look funny out there?
He's just huge. He's like just a huge
He's like
kid.
a man among boys.
He's been working hard all summer, hit every camp he could possibly go to, put on some muscle, put on a little bit of weight, grew about 3 inches. I mean, he's turning into the perfect football machine, man. That's Alfred Collins, very highly recruitable young man in his senior year. That ball handed off to the right side. McCowan keeps it. He scrambles and bambles up down to the 15-yard line, down to maybe the 14. Not enough for a first down. It'll be second down and short for the Cubs. As McCowan broke a couple of tackles. Comes off the field a little gingerly, nonetheless. 7:17 to go in the game. Brenham Cubs in well control. 44-13 over the Eagles. It may take a game like this to bring the Eagles into a little bit of perspective on not only their team but their season and what they're up against. Knowing that Bastrop wrapped up really quick as Josh Garza stops the run as number 5. Zion Smith with the carry. Going to lose a yard or two back to the 16-yard line where it's going to be third down and actually going to be 4th and 4. Guy on the score clock is really slow. I got to see the markers across the field that I can barely see. 4th down and 4. They're bringing in Jackson Mueller as a receiver to the outside.
That's the same quarterback?
Number 2.
Yeah, that's him.
Smith on the setback, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Garrison breaks one tackle. Oh, can't elude the next one. It's going to turn over on downs as the Eagles will take over 1st and 10.
He broke Alfred Collins' tackle.
From about the 18-yard line. Josh Garza, and I didn't see who else was in on that tackle.
It's Cade.
Cade Edwards.
Yeah,
should have known.
Cade come up, but he broke through Alfred's, then Josh's, and Cade got him.
6:07 to go in the 4th quarter here in Cub Stadium. Eagles down 44-13, get the ball back and turn over on downs as the Brenham Cubs just methodically eating the clock away. Pruitt in a shotgun position, takes the snap, looks to the right. He airs one out, and nowhere to go is Payne Allen as a Brenham Cub loses his helmet down the field. The helmet went farther. Yeah, his first reception for no gain. Actually, he picked up 4 yards.
Yeah, it looks like he got 3, right?
Wow, forward progress. The Brenham Cubs helmet went farther than the pass did. As 23 comes out of the game for a breather because he lost his helmet. Adan, A-D-A-N, Villataro.
There's no deep safety at all. Nobody.
Ohika.
No, that's
a play action fake. Ty Pruitt keeps it, sneaks up the middle for a couple of yards near the 25-yard line. He'll be just short of the 25-yard line. Yeah, you basically have, you got Zane Allen, Livingston, and Martinez all in single coverage. Oh, right through the hands. Pass intended for Colton Fitzhugh. Can't come up with it. Ty Pruitt had a little pepper on it on the slant pass. That brings up 4th and 1 as the Eagles
at this point
are going to punt.
At this point, you might as well go for it.
Right. I don't know if we have a fake play in a punting situation, but now might not be a bad time to put it in.
I think, isn't that Shelby at punting right now?
Yeah, Shelby Morgan back to it.
He used to be a quarterback.
At his own 10-yard line. Standing to punt, got 2 split this side, 2 split to the top side. Ashton Figueroa signals the snap. And he kicks it away. Nice low, long kick. Hits it about the 38-yard line, takes an eagle bounce. Nice eagle bounce all the way down inside the 20-yard line near the 19-yard line.
You know, he's done a great job.
Shelby Morgan racks off another 60-yard punt with no return.
He's done a great job of flipping the field tonight.
Special teams continue to rack up the numbers here. 5 minutes exactly left to go in the 4th quarter. SHN Sports and the Creek broadcast team coming to you live from Brenham Cub Stadium as the Eagles are already looking to next week, Sam?
I'd say so.
I would say so. Hasn't been a lot of highlights tonight.
Not for us.
On the Eagle side, unfortunately. It's been all Brenham Cubs all night on their homecoming as they crowned their king and queen. Didn't get their names. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. That's a late substitution. Either too many. Oh, they called timeout in time. Either too many. It was going to either be too many men or late substitution, one of the two.
Well,
but he called timeout just in time.
Got a different quarterback in there, and he didn't have one of his guys in line. He was just running on the field.
So number 6, Eldon Schroeder. He had a couple snaps earlier in the game, but it looks like he's going to be in here to take the Cubs to the house for the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Cubs were forced to call timeout to avoid a penalty there. It's 1st and 10 from the Cub 19-yard line as Shelby Morgan blasted a 60-yard unreturnable punt. He's probably got 150, probably more than that, and just in punts tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's actually done really well.
Probably closer to 200 yards. He's rattled off a couple of 60s, and I know he had that 70-yarder. All right, 1st and 10 to Schroeder. Snap, hands it off up the middle, and he's met immediately by Alfred Collins and Cade Edwards bring him down. Got the line of scrimmage, maybe a little more. Remember, mark it close to the 20. He's going to pick up 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 for the Cubs. Schroeder getting some reps where otherwise he probably wouldn't. Schroeder coming in tonight, 14 for 15 for 193 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. 14 for 15 is pretty good numbers, eh?
Yeah, but not good enough to start above Waterbug, though.
No. The dude had some speed. Waterbug, that's crazy. There's a snap. Schroeder hands it off and met immediately as the defense comes alive a little bit. I think the Cubs are kind of putting in their second stringers, give them some time on the field. And this district opener here in Brenham. Man, I wish you the best on your trip, dude. To Kansas, that's a long haul.
Thank you. Yeah, it is.
What's that, like 4 or 5 hours?
I wish.
Wait a minute, let me take that back.
I wish
before you get out of Texas.
Yeah, that's before I get out of Texas. I wish it was 4 or 5 hours.
You know, they make these really cool things, man.
Called airplanes?
Exactly.
yeah, but I can't see the ground in the airplane.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff up the middle, and Eagles' defensive line swallows them up again for no gain. In fact, little by little, they're pushing him back as the clock continues to tick. 3:22 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Leo's Italian Grill on Highway 21 just outside the Memorial Stadium there. If you guys over there are listening tonight, go over and see Leo over there. He's staying open late for you guys for this game tonight.
Looks like we're going to see Tim for just a little bit.
Go over and get a nice appetizer and a couple beers. Celebrate that, or maybe not so much celebrate, but maybe drown your sorrows if you're a Bastrop Bear fan, or maybe have a few beers to celebrate if you're a Weiss Wolf fan. So, with that being said, go see Leo's Italian Grill. Go see Leo and Michelle over there. And see Don King, the restaurant manager. Ouch. Nice hit. He read that one like a book.
Well, 81, Ja'Cory Castro kind of missed his block.
If I'm not mistaken, staying open late tonight, they'll do $2 off pizzas and $2 long necks. Lone Star long nuts, I should say. And I think Rolling Rock, too. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But go see Leo's over there and get yourself some great Italian food. We've eaten there before, and it's really, really good. You guys won't be disappointed. Tim Caldwell tossed it out to the right side. Oh, and
again, we missed
Colton
a block.
Fitzhugh.
Yeah, we missed a block on the outside.
Payne Allen kind of left Colton Fitzhugh out to dry there. Missed his tackle or missed his block, and lined Colton up like a sight on a shotgun. Minute 45 left to go. Timmy Caldwell at the helm now. One setback, 3 to the near side, 1 to the top. Caldwell fades back. He's looking to throw. He breaks up into the middle. Got a little bit of running room. Breaks to the outside. He's at the 35 or the 45 and leaps forward to the 40-yard line.
It's about a 11-yard gain, huh?
Defensive stop number
Going to bring up 4th down and 5.
Number 40, Juan Martinez.
Going to leave a little Timmy Pruitt or Timmy Caldwell in there to go for it, 4th and 5. One setback with Mojica. Caldwell has a snap, fades out to the right side. He's looking to air it out.
There he is.
Hey, he's got the reception at the 30, and he's still on his feet. Javon Livingston breaks another one all the way down to the 20. That's going to be a pickup of 20 yards on that reception, and with Timmy Caldwell adding to his stats, as well as Javon Livingston. 50 seconds left to go in the game. Eagles like to get one over the big line here before the time runs out. Caldwell shotgun position, 1 setback, 3 to the near side, 1 split to the top. Here he is. He's going to throw again. A quick throw at the outside, get out of bounds, stop the clock. And gets out of bounds. Clock should stop at 34.1 seconds. It was just short of a first down, so it's going to be 2nd down and 2 for the Eagles before they can get a first down, as the Brenham Cub fans already start to celebrate, as well as the players on the sideline. Eagle fans across are staying true to their team. There's a nice little throw across the middle, incomplete to Payne Allen in triple coverage.
It hit him right in the gut, though.
Yeah.
Payne will usually catch that.
Stops the clock at, we'll call it 31.
Was that Payne or Fitzhugh?
Number 8, Payne Allen.
Okay.
Fitzhugh's on the inside, this near side. Here's Caldwell, throws it. This time Payne Allen catches it.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Gets down inside the 5, it looks like, or right at the 5. It's enough for an Eagle first down, so it's 1st and goal for the Eagles with 23 seconds left to go.
For the record, Brenham's playing way off our receivers right now. That's why we're throwing at will.
Caldwell fades back. He's got some thinking to do. Going to launch it up to the right side. He's got a receiver.
Touchdown.
That's Dominique Mojica in the end zone for the Eagles to get the only Eagle tally since the first quarter. 19-44, 17 seconds left to go. Why not go for 2? Well, it looks like they're going to go for the extra, as Shelby Morgan looks for the hold at the 10-yard line. There's a snap. The hold's good. It's on the way. A little short, but good. Between the pipes, over the pipe. That's all that matters. 17 seconds to go in the game. Eagles get back on the board, but still down 44-20.
Tim did a good job there, avoiding pressure.
They already shutting the lights off? Oh, it looks like it got dark. Sorry.
Keeping his eyes downfield and seeing somebody in the end zone.
As the Eagles band plays on, Cedar Creek's got some of the best spirit, I tell you, in the high school game. I mean, they bring a great pep rally. They bring a great atmosphere for their players. We had some mishaps at the Aiken games where some people got upset that we left early, but you know, it is what it is when you got to follow DOT rules when it comes to bus drivers. But I want to beat a dead horse. Well, Shelby Morgan will tee it up one last time at the 40-yard line. Let's see if we don't see an onside kick here.
Make it interesting.
Make it interesting. Yeah, let's do something. Everybody dropped their... Nah, never mind. Don't do that. Do drop kicks. There it is, an onside kick to the right side.
Oh, guys, we got to go get that.
Yep.
I think they have just lost their fire, man.
Yep. So, onside kick did not work. The Brenham Cubs have possession. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line, it looks like. And they might run a play. They might not. They might just let they got to run the play to start the clock unless the referees decide to start the clock. But there's a flag on the field. See what happens here.
Personal foul on Cedar Creek.
Shocker. We're going to step that off 15 yards, and that's going to put them into Eagle territory. So apparently the Weiss Wolves have 3 defensive linemen that just dominate.
They're that good.
Yeah.
That'll be ball game.
All right, so they take the knee and let the clock run out as the Brenham Cubs top the Cedar Creek Eagles by a score of 44-20. Live here from Brenham Stadium, home of the Cubs. Happy homecoming. Nobody likes to lose on homecoming night, but either the Eagles don't like to lose either. So the Eagles go to 3-1. The Brenham Cubs go to 3-1. Next stop for the Eagles is going to be Bastrop at Memorial Stadium, 7 o'clock next Friday night. That'd be October 4th, right?
Yep.
Already. Man, what happened in September?
Gone.
September. Never. So the Bastrop Bears lost tonight to go to 3-1. Eagles go to 3-1. Everybody's starting out district play with the hunt for the Holy Grail. So the come across the 50-yard line. They're even shaking hands, listening to the Cedar Creek fight song, and we're going to stay here until that's over with. So as far as the second half is concerned, Sam, we'll do a little short post game here. As far as the second half is concerned, it wasn't much different than the first half. So
No.
Eagles only put each team only put 1 score on the board. So it was kind of a wash either way.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of scoring in the second half. Well, there wasn't a lot of scoring for us in the first half either. We just struggled to get anything going tonight.
What are they doing? Are they playing?
I think so.
Sound like a dying moose there for a second.
What was our final score?
44-20. All right, so the Eagles are going to go across, and the Creek Sound is going to play their school song. Thanks to all the Eagle fans that made the trek from Cedar Creek tonight, all the way to Brenham. I want to thank the Brenham Cubs and all the staff here at Brenham Stadium, at the Cubs Stadium, for all the hospitality and nice little press box here that we were allowed to sit in. Had a good view, right? We're pretty close to the field. You can see the whole stadium, see the whole field. Don't have to stand up and look either way. At least one of us doesn't.
I got to lean a little bit.
I already took the crowd mic down, so darn it. So tough lesson to learn for the Eagles tonight as they drop a big one to the Brenham Cubs, but they knew coming into this game it was going to be a tough game.
I just would have.
They were looking at revenge from last year after losing by 2 points or 1 point last year. The Brenham Cubs lost one by 1 point.
More than that. Yeah, it was a few more than that, I think.
Thought I had it written down.
I think it was a 3 or 4 point game, if I'm not mistaken.
I had it written down somewhere. It makes me mad.
East New Patriots 44, Marble Falls Mustangs 6, Weiss High School Wolves 34, Bastrop Bears 7.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. Bastrop lost that bad.
Well, it was a reality check for both teams tonight, Sam.
It was a wake up. I disappointed, and it just really looked like they kind of lost the fight in the third. And I haven't seen that. I mean, they've there needs to be a whole lot more attitude on the field, I think. Can't get behind and worry about it,
No. All right, well, we'll have numbers to recap this game next Friday night when we face off against the Bastrop Bears. I'll give all the information to Scotty. He'll be there to call that game live with him and Bobby Morgan, and as I take care of some other duties. But it was fun doing this tonight, Sam. Back at the old team back together here for a little while and for at least a game, and it was fun.
It was
fun. I
enjoyed
really
it.
appreciate your help tonight, and Would have sucked to do it by myself. But anyway, on behalf of Pistol Pete and Sam Houston here live from Brenham Cubs Stadium, the Brenham Cubs 44, the Cedar Creek Eagles 20, on behalf of SHN Sports and the Creek broadcast team, Lori Tuggle, State Farm Insurance, Ours RV Service in Georgetown, Bastrop Mobile Services out of Bastrop, and Leo's Italian Grill on Highway 21 right there in Cedar Creek. We bid you a fond adieu and see you next Friday night. Everybody have safe travels back to Cedar Creek. And we wish Brenham Cubs the best of luck next week as well. I wish I knew who they played. I don't know who they play. But anyway, so long from Brenham Cubs Stadium.
Good night.